Good evening, everybody. I hope you're having a good night. It's been a pretty decent day in a somewhat uneven week, but you know what? It's nice. It's nice to be here. It's nice to be with you all, family. And let's have a little bit of fun. You are Gaming with the T-Monster, but first, it's a round of opening shots. And Steve and I'm gonna bring Steve in because, man, I've got a heck of a topic for us. Unless Steve has, Steve actually has got a few things to tell us in chat today. So let's go on ahead and let's bring in Steve, along with our special guest who is also hanging out for this. So let me just bring Steve in. So there's Steve, and here's Spence. How you doing, you two?
Weird. I'm doing good.
How are you, Steve?
Yeah. I'm doing good. I've been live since 4:30 watching.
Whoa! Wow, you've been live since 4:30. You're pulling a stretch today, buddy.
Well, I figured because it was like because the Sony State of Play was at 5.
That's true.
That was about half an hour, and then
Right.
we were talking about it for quite a bit, and then by the time I realized it was like close to 6, and I was like,
Right.
well, or it was like it just passed 6. I'm like, well. There's no sense like ending the stream now and then jumping into like in a blind leads a blind later. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna keep going. So basically at like 6:30, I jumped into Crucible for a bit.
Metal, baby. That's totally metal. That's awesome.
Yeah. You be
That's
proud of
awesome.
me. I got 13 kills in the Crucible
Hot damn.
with the bow.
That's the way to roll. And how about you,
Heck
Spence?
yeah.
How's your day been?
I've been streaming since 3, but not on my own
Man.
channel.
You all are making me feel like slackers.
Listen, Thursday is the day that we play the role-playing game Mora, and
Got
so
it.
I got to try
So if
out
you're curious,
wearing a mustache
sorry.
day.
All right. Well, I had something I wanted to talk about with our round of opening shots, but the first thing I want to go on ahead. So opening shots for anybody who's new to the stream. This is where Steve and I and hey, if we have a special guest, we have a special guest, and today it's Spence. But opening shots is where we riff and we talk and we hang out and we chill with chat, and you all get to ask us questions, and we just get to have some conversations before we focus on the game at hand. But I actually have a first question from Rev3 Dude
Yes.
in chat. Nick wants to hear your impressions or your opinions on State of Play.
It was solid. Didn't have a big, huge punch as people were expecting, but even as I was expecting. But it had some solid games in there that I'm excited about. Definitely a better, for me, a better event than the Nintendo Direct last week.
Now this is Sony's. This is Sony's thing, right?
Yes, correct.
Did they happen to mention when they're making more effing PS5s?
Nope.
Son of a bitch. Fine.
Although they did
Fine.
announce that the new Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, the sequel, essentially is coming out in June. However, it looks like it is going to be a PS5 exclusive, which is not great when you don't have a supply of PlayStation 5s.
I was just going to say it's going to be super effing exclusive if you can't even get the effing PS5s out to people.
Yeah. Considering that also the majority of people that played the Final Fantasy VII Remake was on the PlayStation 4. So
Yeah.
that's going to be interesting.
So that's going to be real interesting. Sony. Sorry, I'm a little tense about that.
It's fine. By the way, full disclosure, I did work with Sony on The Last of Us Part 2, so and that's all I gotta say.
Steve's got a PS5.
I do have a PS5, yes.
He doesn't know where it is because he's blind, so he can't find it in his house. But he's got a PS5 somewhere in there.
It's
Sorry,
right here.
Was that my inside voice? Did that come out?
I am the
You know.
broadcast guardian. I will never have a PS5 unless somebody gives it to me.
Fair enough.
So
Woo! Okay.
I mean, I did put in some work to be able to make sure I got it. Like it wasn't like it was.
Fine. We're not bitter.
Hey, Hey, I had to put in some work, sir. It's not like I got it for free. I had to put in some work that I could have gotten paid for. But no, I had to be paid. I was paid in the PS5, so I still had to put in the work. So there.
All right. Is that your story? Is that your story?
You can be able to find my PlayStation 5 accessibility review on IGN.com.
There you go. And that just, yeah, that's all. That's fair enough. That earns him the CSI tag. All right. So I was kind of hoping that they would say something in the state of play of like, like maybe they would announce when these damn PS5s would be coming out. Because I'll tell you right now, I tell you this. Since we're on the rant box right now.
Sure.
I'm just going to come out and say it. I have always defended GameStop because these hardcore elitist gamers love to just spank GameStop for being the butt wipes of society for whatever reason, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think it's fair because for a lot of people, me included, GameStop was their gateway back into gaming. Okay? So maybe everybody just needs to back the F off and let GameStop be GameStop. But I tell you what, I have been a member of their Power Up rewards, and it's gotten me precisely bup and kiss in trying to at least get a heads up alert. You would think if you're a member of the Powers Up rewards program, they would say, hey, nobody else knows this, but in about an hour we're going to announce that we have PS5s. But hey, here's a quick heads up to let you know. Oh no, they're not going to do that. They're going to wait until 10 o'clock on a Monday night and go, we have bundles for sale. And they're going to do it where? They're going to do it on their friggin' Instagram. Yeah.
There are accounts that actually you can be able to follow that sort of like keep you updated on like when things like go into stock,
right.
either at GameStop or at Walmart or whichever. Like that's how I found out about because before I got the PlayStation 5 from Sony,
right.
I did actually purchase a PlayStation 5,
but
I had to wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday to book it, like to order it off of like literally a Canadian grocery store chain because they were the only ones that were actually selling it.
But you know what? If that's what it took, I would have been there at 4 a.m. in the morning going, I'm just here. And I would have been standing by the door saying, yep, I'm here to place my order.
Yeah, and that's like I actually had to like do it online because you weren't allowed to be able to go to the store.
Exactly.
So, but even still, like so I actually did like actually buy one. I was able to sell it at the time to someone that
right.
needed it, and so
right.
I was able to get my money back. But still, I know the pain of trying to find it. I know that pain, and this was like when it first launched, so that was even worse.
I know. But I mean, the thing is, chat. What the reason why I'm actually actively looking for one, even though I'm still unemployed, is because it turns out we got a surprise check from the government. And when it arrived, we didn't know what to do with it. I mean, apart from put it, we've set it aside, of course. But Pip was like, well, you know what, T, I hadn't really budgeted this money. So if you find a PS5, get it. And I just looked at her and I said, okay, first off, you use the words find a PS5 in a sentence. And that's that right there is a kink in that strategy. But that's okay. We're gonna push forward and see what happens. To answer your question, Sam, yes, I did get your email. Putting together, I spent part of the day putting together resumes for a couple of those gigs, and we're just gonna see what I'm gonna start applying, and if there's somebody else's name I need to put down as a referral, just let me know. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. And I did. I mean, the thing was, but anyway, I really don't want to go down that route. I actually had something that, like an open topic that I thought would be good for Steve and for Spence to talk about. So Pip got the memo today. All right. Apparently, she didn't know. Sam will talk later, but Pip didn't know that the Muppet Show, that the original Muppet Show, is now available. It's on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, yep. I've been watching it.
Okay. This is what I want to talk about. So, Spence, have
Okay.
you seen any of the Muppet Show on Disney Plus? Have you seen any of
On
it?
Disney Plus, no.
Okay.
On reruns when I lived overseas, yes.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. So we're kind of skipping around, and we're selecting different episodes to watch, and wow, there
What?
the Spike Mulligan episode totally earns.
I haven't watched that one yet.
It totally earns the content warning. Oh dear Lord, is that inappropriate? There would be so many people burning down a broadcast studio if that went live today. Wow. To just give you one of the many offenses. So first off, Pip found out she was a little surprised to see Spike Milligan show up, because he is more known as a British comedian than he is an international comedian, right? Jagmaster, that's not what we're talking about right now, but I know people are playing it. If you're playing it, fantastic, awesome. But I said, yeah, I vaguely remember this episode. And I remember, I remember that it was. I was like, wow, this guy's out there. But seeing it now, so one of the jokes he did, chat, they were singing "It's a Small World After All," and he was popping in wearing different things and doing different nationalities, like he was, like a Russian hat, and he was being over the top. At one point, though, he shows up wearing one of those flat circular hats you would see associated most of the time with China.
Yeah.
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 Wait for it. He has taped on his face a Fu Manchu mustache
Oh no.
Oh,
and
no.
two sugar
no.
cubes in his front teeth. And we
Oh
saw
my
that.
God.
That was one of the things that was in the Spike Milligan episode.
Did they put a because I know that some episodes on Disney Plus actually have like a
Yeah.
content warning.
Oh yeah.
They did? Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Woo!
I mean, yeah, it sucks to be able to see it. Obviously, in the context, it does not age well in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
And it is offensive 100,000%. But it is it is still a product of its time.
It is.
So,
But
yeah.
wow. I mean,
yeah.
So I wanted to get both of your opinions. So Steve, if you've been watching, what do you think of the Muppet Show, and do you think the warnings are warranted? How Calpena?
Warnings, I think, are warranted because obviously Disney has a reputation for trying to be able to be as family friendly as possible. That's why, even with the new Star channel that they added into Disney Plus, you have to manually change your account to basically allow mature content before you can see that entire catalog, because of the amount of content that they brought into that. So, and I have seen a few even on Disney cartoons that they actually put content warnings on a
And
few
Warner
episodes.
Brothers.
Yeah,
particularly the ones that came out in the 40s during World War
sure.
II.
Yeah, sure.
But anyway, you
And
were
that's-
saying.
Yeah, and to me that totally makes sense, because instead of I prefer the content warnings than them trying to be able to edit that out of the episode. Because if they try to edit that out of the episode, that to me I would have issues with.
Yeah.
It's like that's censoring the actual content that was created. Yes, it's not great. 1000%. I am so I would be offended as I would be offended as well.
Yeah.
However, having that content warning and basically saying it's a product of its time.
Sure.
It did not it's not excusing the content, but it's basically warning people of the content, just in case if they're if you don't want to see anything that's offensive,
Yeah.
this might be an episode that an okay episode or
Right.
okay content to be able to avoid.
So hold that thought, Sam, because I have an opinion on that. But Spence, what about you? What are your recollections of the stuff we grew up with? And now, granted, you're closer, I think, to Steve's age than you are to my age. But the stuff that you saw with the Muppet Show, your recollections of it, How do you remember it, and do you think it ages well or not, or chime on in.
Well, I don't remember too much. But my background has been kind of so I grew up in the Netherlands, and over there it is predominantly white.
Right.
And during Christmas they have Sinterklaas come, who is an actual bishop who comes and he delivers things, and he has these characters with him called Zwarte Piet.
Oh,
they
right.
are supposed to depict Moorish people.
Oh dear. And
Oh,
I'm
boy.
and here's where we take a left turn. Everybody brace, brace, brace.
They are typically depicted by white people in
Yeah.
blackface
Oh.
and everything. And so
Mm.
when I was educated much later about blackface, because I was in a military family. We had
Right,
a ton
right.
of people around. And so that kind of shattered a lot of things, because I'm like, oh my God, I grew up and participated in this really terrible thing, that if there were black people there, and I know there should have been, because where I lived was a sanctuary type city.
Right.
So we had a ton of people who were
Right.
immigrating there from war-torn countries.
Right.
Right.
I did not have that cultural empathy to be like, oh, that's bad. So I'm gonna be sitting down with our friend Val this weekend. We're gonna do a kind of a sleepover / watch the Muppets again, going into that. But I feel like there are controversial people that are on there that are going to make me cringe a lot, and it may
Right.
end up getting to the point where it's too much, and I need to I need to turn it off. However, I agree that they should not be edited, because those who fail to learn from those who fail to heed history are doomed to repeat it. And
Right.
if we try to make like, oh, this didn't happen, then we are not going to learn from the past.
So I would say this. I will give you a heads up, Spence. The Spike Milligan episode is intensely cringeworthy, but Spike Milligan was literally in his day. He was the Howard Stern of his day. He not only pushed the envelope, he was notoriously bipolar.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and even with people offering him medication, he was like, nope, because he said, if I do that, it's going to change my brand, and I don't want to do that. And so
interesting.
yeah, so it was that kind of thing. He still got knighted, so he is Sir Spike Milligan. But I'll go you. There was one content warning, and I understood why. But on the bigger picture, I said, okay, I understand why it doesn't bother me, because in context, I get it. Johnny Cash was the guest singer, right? And apparently the show gets hijacked by a Western, stereotype. I mean, and that was the other thing. It was stereotyping of anybody that was from the Midwest, Southwest, Texas, Oklahoma. That everybody was wearing cowboy hats. Everybody talked with a real heavy Southern drawl. They were all wearing rhinestones. But that wasn't what earned the warning. They took over the Muppet Show, and one of the things they did was that they decorated the stage to make it look like a typical shack honky tonk kind of roadside roadhouse kind of place.
Right.
So in the back, it had a big poster saying, "Now singing tonight, Johnny Cash." On one side they had an American flag, and on the other side they had the Stars and Bars. And I'm like, okay, I understand the warning.
Yeah.
That did not bother me as much as the "It's a Small World" sketch, okay? And and there were even some Muppets that were supposed to be from the Asian countries. Yeah, did not age well. So I found Spike Milligan's episode far more cringeworthy. Now, on the flip side, and this is something I wanted to touch on, as cringeworthy as some of those episodes are, there are other episodes that are absolute genius. John Cleese, for example, it's unhinged, never crosses the line. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But here's one of the best ones. It is one of the best ones. Steve Martin. It is at the height of his popularity. We're talking in the late 70s, early 80s. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is during the Excuse Me, King Tut, Wild and Crazy Guy, that whole thing, right? Mm-hmm. And his episode of the Muppet Show was that there was a misscheduling, and so they had to cancel the show. So Steve Martin, at the height of his career, didn't have an audience.
Oh, no.
And what does he do? So what does he do? He performs his shtick for all the Muppets.
Huh.
And it's great because there's no, how they always have the applause and the laughter.
Yeah.
They didn't do any of that. It was just him and quote unquote the guys, the Muppets. And he's doing the Ramblin' Man. He's doing the goofy balloon animals.
Oh, wow.
And I'm watching this and I'm going, this is genius.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So now I have my favorite. I was just gonna say I have my favorite genius moments on the Muppet Show. So I wanted to throw it out to you two. Your recollections. What was your favorite Muppet Show moment, or what do you think was your genius moment?
I have two.
Okay.
One is the Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill.
I was about to say that's one of mine too.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll let you go into that one.
No, go for it.
No, because my other one is very obscure, and I don't think anyone will know it, and I don't want to like.
Well, then go to the obscure one. What's the obscure one?
Victor Borga.
Oh my God!
Oh, I didn't know that he was in one of the episodes. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
he does this thing where he's sitting in his studio and he's got a talking Mozart bust, and
Yep.
I think Fozzie comes in, and he's just like, "Hey, Mr. Borga, I thought classical music was all boring," and so they start playing. He starts doing his musical shtick, and they start falling asleep. It's so great. So yeah, that's mine. That's mine.
What about you, Steve?
So yeah, the Mark Hamill one for sure. I think it was just more of like, obviously they were playing off the Star Wars kind of jokes about it, which is great. I mean, that's definitely a good classic. But so I haven't watched a lot of them as of yet. Like, there's a lot that I probably will remember. I'll be like, oh, I do remember this episode, but I'm kind of going through them, and I've only seen like a few of the first season so far. But the two that really kind of surprised me, one was Paul Williams. Who, if you don't know who Paul Williams is, he was the writer of all of the songs from the original Muppet movie. So he wrote Rainbow Connection, Moving Right Along, like all those songs. And this is pre the Muppet Show, like the Muppet movie. Yeah. So having him, like seeing him on there as a guest, I was like, oh, this is kind of where that sort of like connection kind of lied. And also the songs that they do normally. Well, I remember watching them trying to watch them as a kid, and I was like, oh man, the songs are kind of always boring. But now, like as an adult, I'm like, oh, these are really good. Like the Paul Williams ones in like that episode. There's two of them. One where he's playing with Ralph, and then another one where he is just about like he has like two Muppets that look just like him, and it's just like. They're just so good. I was like, oh man, I wish I could be able to like find those or like the Muppet Show released like a soundtrack of those episodes, because they were just some really, really good songs in that. And then the other one that kind of surprised me was what am I blanking on her name? I think her name was Ruth Buzzy. I think it might have been like the first one of the first episodes of it, and there was like this kind of like really neat sketch of where it really is just like there's no real dialogue. It's just Ruth Buzzy is dancing with like a man-sized Muppet, where essentially it's you can tell it's just like it's a costume that a guy is wearing, but with the Muppets like hands and face on it. But they kept like they're dancing, and it's got like in the like French cafe, and they're just and they're kind of and they're at certain points like she's kind of like upset with them. So at certain times she'll just basically like trying to like smash them against like a bar or a table, and she'll throw them across the room. And you can tell like when like they switch out to a dummy version of the guy, because it's like you get like you just flopping around. But as soon as they switch, like as soon as he falls or crashes, it gets like it turns back to an actual guy. It was cute, and I was just like, oh man, that's a good solid sketch. Like oh man, the sketches that they have in that show are just so
ridiculously cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Like Veterinarian Hospital was something I remembered as a kid, and I love I got some of the jokes, but it's like the Marx Brothers doing like a soap opera, which is so great.
It was not Ruth Buzzy. It was Rita Moreno.
Rita Moreno, thank you. I know that Ruth Buzzy was the one with Sweetums. Yeah. That was another one. Like that was a good one too. Yeah.
So,
Ralph's Hotel, by the way, where he's the one who checks in the pets at the pet hotel.
Right.
Yes.
I love all of that.
So
I actually will say this: my two favorite Muppets of all time. Actually, I want to get your two opinions on what your favorite Muppets are, because mine has always been Kermit. Since I was a kid, I've always loved Kermit. Kermit has been my absolute favorite. But as I grew up, one of my now absolute favorites is Ralph. And part of it was because I found out that that Ralph was Jim Henson's favorite Muppet to be able to perform with. And in tribute to him, when Jim Henson died, for over a decade, no one ever played Ralph again. Because that was one of his favorites,
right? And
I was like, "Oh, that's just so touching." I'm like, and I absolutely love Ralph so much. Like like the songs that like Jim Henson got to do with Ralph were just so good. Like what he does in the Muppet movie is probably like one of my all-time favorite songs of all time.
So one of the things that one of the sketches that I think is, or actually one of the music standouts that was for me, and I actually posted something about this on Facebook. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, there is only one rendition of the song "Inchworm" from Hans Christian Andersen, and it's not the original with Danny Kaye and the cast of that. It's the one that Danny Kaye did on the Muppet Show with the entire Muppets.
Right, I do remember that one. Yeah,
and man, I was watching it today, and I was just like, oh my god. This is just as good as I remember it. It wasn't nostalgia. Yep. It was just pure. And that was the other thing I noticed too about the Muppet Show. You can say this watching the entire series. You could tell. First off, the first season, it's pretty bog standard. You know, these are the guests you see show up on occasion on variety shows and things like that. Maybe a few standouts, but you could tell. You could tell in that first season the people who really wanted to be on the Muppet Show and people who are just like, I'm phoning this in. I'm just going to have the check clear the bank, and it's fine. One that did not phone it in was Vincent Price.
Oh,
Vincent Price's Halloween episode is so damn good. And they're like, how do we top this? Oh, I know. We'll get Alice Cooper for our next one.
I was just going to say that.
Yes.
And Alice Cooper's like, I am in heaven, man. And I mean,
oh my God, yes.
You could just tell.
The performance of Schools Out is so good.
Yes, yes. And then, but I mean, there were some other guests that just kind of phoned it in. They just kind of phoned it in.
Sure.
But you know who didn't phone it in? And I got to give props to this man, Sylvester Stallone. His episode.
I didn't know he was a guest.
Not only was he a guest, he did 2 musical numbers, and he can't sing.
Oh my God!
Really? The first one is a little cheesy, but the last one is the one that sells it. He does.
Oh my God!
He does. He shows up there, and he's got a beer in his hand, and he does. He's doing a sad, cry in your beer Irish ballad. About a lost love, and as he's singing it, he's there with all these other Muppets, and they start crying. Then he starts crying, and by the end of the song, everybody is literally crying in their beer, and Stallone sells it.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, there were truly some incredible gems, and the people like, and I don't think it was ironic that the people who really looked like they were having the best time. It's like Steve Martin. Well, guess what? He was in the Muppet movie. Bernadette Peters. She was in the Muppet movie. I mean, all these people. I mean, how many projects did John Denver do with the Muppets?
Oh my God, yeah.
And you see that when he is there, when he's on the set of the Muppet Show, you can just tell he is having the time of his life.
Yeah. Although we cannot talk about the musical performances on the Muppet Show without sort of giving props to Manamana. There it is, Manamana.
You can't start it without finishing it. You just can't start it without finishing it. There it goes. There it goes. And I don't even have to. I don't even have to be. I don't even have to be on the multi. I do not even have to be on the multi to know that Steve is dancing around the studio. I mean,
I am glad I am not on video right now.
Man,
I totally was too.
I mean, there are going to be some things that do not age well because this was, and you know, going back to something that was said earlier, Sam mentioned earlier, he was talking about how Grease is getting cancel cultured. And here's my thoughts about Grease. A lot of this stuff that people are suddenly getting critical on, I've been critical about for years. I know how people, they love Grease and they elevate Grease to this mythical level of musical theater. I can't stand Grease. I like some of the songs in it. I like some of the songs in Grease, but overall, as a storytelling vehicle, it sucks. It has sucked since day one, and I have never liked Grease as a musical. I just feel like we as a culture, I'm just saying the royal we.
Yeah.
I feel like I just feel like people are like, well, that's Grease, you know. And I know I've made that argument before too. There are people who are offended of Bugs Bunny with Gossamer. And if you don't know your Bugs Bunny trivia, Gossamer is that big giant red monster that you sometimes see in the Hammer House of Horror Bugs Bunny cartoons, and that's where Bugs usually goes, you know, I was saying to my girlfriend the other day, I think monsters are such interesting people. I was just saying to her, you know, I find monsters interesting people, and Bugs is styling his hair as he does this.
And doing his nails.
And doing his nails. Now put the patties in the water. God, I love that. But you talk. Oh, go ahead, Spence. Go ahead.
I love Bugs Bunny in that I have always seen him as a gender fluid character.
Kinda, yeah. I can see that.
And so because it was never a drag performance when Bugs would put on the wig and the lipstick and everything. It was hey, I'm trying to seduce you, and this is a way that I think I can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so there were some things that were obviously very problematic.
Sure.
But there were other ones where it's just like I sit there and I think of all the other gender fluid and non-binary people, and I sit here and go, we've always been here.
And it started with Bugs.
It did not start with Bugs, but Bugs brought light to a secret world that not a lot of people wanted to accept was there.
So I'm going to present something here, and I know that if Pip was in here right now, she'd be giving me the stink eye, going, "Are you sure you want to open that can of worms?" But I'm sincerely opening this box, this Pandora's box, here on Opening Shots. One of the things. So we were watching. We were watching this video about the depiction of gender in film and by Hollywood, right? And what started the discussion, not necessarily what started the discussion, but what was at the crux of the discussion was if Alfred Hitchcock's horror classic Psycho was transphobic. And I mean, maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but that is that's like a jewel for me from a film perspective. And I never thought, and that was the thing that even the person doing the commentating in the video said. They said it was never about, with the trigger for a lot of people is the ending of the film, where the psychiatrist is trying to explain Norman Bates, and these guys just say, well, he's a transvestite, and the guy's like, no, that's not it, and then he gives, for the time, for the late 50s, early 60s, the clinical definition of that, which I'm just like, well, that was the clinical definition of it. But then they started talking about other films and the different influences. But there's one film, and I've seen multiple discussions about this on YouTube from various sources, but one film never gets brought up: the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And here's my question: is it getting a pass? Hear me out. Is it getting a pass because it is so beloved? Because I mean, like, if we're not going to give Blazing Saddles a pass, why are we not giving Rocky Horror Picture Show a pass? You know what? Do you see what I mean? It's a weird. I feel like it's a weird line, and I don't want to be that guy that goes, "What about the Rocky Horror Picture Show?" But here I am sitting. What about the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
So here is my 2 cents.
Hot take coming up.
Hot take.
Even if you didn't want it, here it comes.
There is a reason Tim Curry does not talk about that movie ever.
Interesting.
Tim Curry is a very shameless, very enthusiastic, very vibrant person.
Flamboyant, I would use the word flamboyant.
For him to have a film that he will not talk about with only hints at how degrading it made him feel. As a man who has been a supporter of the LGBTQ community before we even got to be the alphabet mafia that we are, that is a thing on TikTok. It's brilliant. I love it. Anyway,
the alphabet mafia. I love that.
You know, not a lot of people felt good coming out of that movie. And yes, it is a cult classic, and yes, the music is great.
The music is legendary in my opinion. But
the way that it was made and the way that it hypersexualizes people in people of varying sexualities and varying gender representations is hyper problematic.
Not only, but when you think about when it was made.
Even still, because nobody really talks about the making of it except Susan Sarandon, who does occasionally.
Yeah.
It's really I think the people who wrote it were under certain impressions about people who were trans or are trans, and that is my hot take.
Okay.
So that is all I can talk about.
How about you, Steve? What are your thoughts?
I honestly can't comment on that. Mainly just because I actually, full confession, I've never actually seen Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Whoa. Oh, we still might.
Not out of choice.
It took me a long time before I ever saw it, and
yeah.
I didn't see it until I was 23.
But I did see a stage play of it.
Which brings me to the next thing, and but keep going.
And they did, they did sort of pick on me a little bit as the Rocky virgin in the audience.
Of course they did.
So they basically got to spend a lot of time around me, which was fine. I was okay with it. It was all right. It was a bit uncomfortable, basically, because my sister took me to see it.
Yeah.
So that was a bit awkward. But still, now that actually I think I just saw it that it is on Disney Plus, so I think I probably might actually now watch it.
Yeah, because it is a 20th Century Fox film. But here's the other thing, and I don't know if you knew this about it, Spence. The person that wrote that is Richard O'Brien, and he's the guy that also did the music. And it is a stage play. It was actually a stage play before it was a film.
True.
And the thing is, I'm not sure. I'd be curious. I'd be very curious as to why Tim Curry doesn't talk about it, because this was a role that he actually originated on the West End of London when the show premiered. I actually I've got this fantastic book I brought back from England when I was studying over there called Taking the Stage, and it was 20 years of photographs of different stage productions. Mm-hmm. And I'm flipping through it. I'm seeing Helen Mirren. I'm seeing John Gielgud and Ralph Richardson on the stage together. I'm seeing young Peter O'Toole, Ian McKellen. Flipping through, I turn the page. Bam! There's Tim Curry. There's 20-something Tim Curry, and he is Frankenfurter. And I was like, whoa. And then I did some digging and found out that, it actually premiered as a stage production before it became the cult film that everybody knows.
Yeah.
So
you know who else played Dr. Frankenfurter? I think in one of the stage production after Tim Curry.
Well, Nerd Girl is saying she saw an off-Broadway production. Luke Perry was Brad, and Dick Cavett was the narrator. Which I'm like,
okay, I can see that.
But who else?
So do you remember Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Oh yeah,
the show.
Oh yeah,
Giles.
Yes, I heard about that.
Yep.
Giles, the actor who plays Giles.
Yep. I can't remember his name is off the top of my head.
But I know who you're talking about. So yeah, I mean, there are going to things. There are going to be things that I don't think. Anthony Stewart Head. Well done, Sam. Sam beat us to the punch with it both. Anthony Stewart Head was Giles. Yep.
Anthony Stewart Head. Yep. There we go.
Thanks for the look there, Rocket.
By the way, his performance in Repo the Genetic Opera.
Yeah.
Holy cow! If you've not seen Repo the Genetic Opera, it is good.
Yep.
It is so good. And yes, I will say this: Paris Hilton is in it, and she's actually pretty good too.
Yeah. Randy's right now just kind of reeling, going, "My God, Giles is Frankenfurter." I mean, yeah.
Yep.
Yep, exactly. I mean, the thing is, and the funny thing is, I also know too, that a lot of the actors didn't talk about Rocky Horror at all, even for a long time. Citizen Sarandon didn't. And then I was actually watching a 25th anniversary. It was like a 25th anniversary gathering celebration of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and they had clips that I mean, this was obviously before Tim Curry's stroke, but Tim Curry got up there, and the smile on his face, I'm not going to kid you, the smile on his face was practically diabolical. And he was like, "I'm so happy to see so many degenerates joining us today." And he was practically glowing. But the guy who stole the show was, in fact, Barry Bostwick. Because he went up to the microphone and he said, I don't talk about this. I don't talk about this film. I don't talk about this period of my career. And I see us all here now, 25 years later, after we made this really weird film. And we're all standing here, and I just got one thing to say. And he pulls out the frames he wore as Brad, puts them on his face, and goes, "Are all of you people on dope?" And I mean, he just brought down the house.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
But it is something that in all these different essays that I've seen about material that doesn't age well, I never hear anybody talk about Rocky Horror, and I wonder if it is whether it's conscious or not, whether it's some kind of sacred cow. Because, yeah, the movie was doomed for failure when it was released in the late 70s, early 80s. And it has defied reason. But when you go back and watch that film, even when you don't do the dialogue with it, you realize just not only, one, how airtight the music is. It is a loving tribute to B-grade sci-fi horror films, which is why the opening song is science fiction double feature. You know? Oh, that's it. Now, Nick offers up, I think it ages well because it was never mainstream. It was never supposed to fit and still doesn't really. It's a pretty good one. That's pretty deep there, Kelly. That's pretty damn deep.
For which one?
For Rocky Horror.
Oh, for Rocky Horror. Oh,
for Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
But
I think it's like it's the cult aspect of why that movie is still as big as it is, because it's like the same. It's same as like the Tommy Wiseau's The Room. It's it has this sort of cult status because
God, that
of
hurts.
because of the midnight screenings. And like it just I think that's kind of what sells it. That's what sells the appeal to it. Is those like the kind of like cult like classics of the midnight screenings where you can just go at anywhere in the world and there's always going to be a midnight screening of Rocky or The Room.
Yeah, but the difference is Rocky Horror is a good film. It's a good film.
True.
There's nothing good about The Room.
I ain't saying The Room is good. And here's the thing: I actually went to a screening of The Room.
Oh dear
with
God!
With Tommy Wiseau in who it was there.
Oh wow!
Which, by the way, like a side quick story is that I went with a friend of mine, and she was like, I'm going to this thing because the last time I was here, Tommy Wiseau touched my boob, and I wanted to be able to have him touch the other one.
Okay.
It happened. It
Of course it did.
Yep.
Of course.
Yep. And it happened on stage too. So I was like, okay.
And on that note, let's fire up Destiny, shall we?
Yes.
Chat, you've been watching Opening Shots. This is the time where we hang out and we just chit chat with chat and just hang out with you all, with you lovely knuckleheads, and we love each and every one of you. Nerd Girl just said, "What did you do wrong in a past life, Steve?"
What did I do wrong? I don't know.
More
I think
like
I did
what he
something
did
right.
right.
On that one.
I was gonna say what he did right. About what he did right there. All right.
By the way, the battlegrounds are Void Singe.
Void Singe. Oh yeah, I knew that because I was running earlier today. By the way, no, thank you for that. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to iLulu and her legendaries.
Oh yeah, how did the raid go this morning?
Unexpectedly, we knocked off not one but two challenges. There was the 5 seconds, which I was so happy for myself because I didn't screw it up, and the other one was of all trades. And in that challenge, if you know the Randy just went, I literally spit beer on the keyboard. Guys, stop. No, we never stop. Can't stop, won't stop. So in the of all trades challenge, everyone has to run one of the different assignments. So there's you can either be a suppressor, an operator, or a scanner in this one room. And in the of all trades challenge, everyone has to hold the roll. At least every person of the fire team has to carry the roll once during the encounter. And I tell you what, it was crazy. It was nuts, and I did it. And I was so pleased with and I got to give credit. If you go to the Discord and you go to the LFG for New Light, if you go there, I put up the diagram that we used as our guide for okay, who's up next? Who's doing what? Who's up next? Who's up next? Who's up next? And I was really pleased with myself. It was I almost made it flawless through the through the opening bubble challenge, and that didn't work. But and I'm still having issues at some points with the spacewalk, but I don't care because I'm hearing the Deepstone Lullaby, so I'm fine. But everything else just went like we started the raid at 8:00. We ended the raid at 9:30.
Wow, that was quick.
And we weren't speed running it. It was just a groove. It was just a natural groove. And Lulu just runs a really tight ship. She runs a really tight ship. And but I've already just so you know, Steve, Brandon has already said he wants to be there when you make your Deepstone Crypt run. So
yeah.
So I've got that's 3. So I've got the team half full now, and I'm pretty sure I can call in a favor with this guy Ghost Possum, and so that's 4. So I'm putting together. I just want you to know, Steve, I'm putting together the team. I am
okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna reach out to my friend too.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll just have to pick a date and time.
I'm assuming you only want one new person per time.
Yes, because
okay.
I also know that I want to take you on there too. I've
never done a raid.
I know, and that is a crying shame, and I want to remedy that.
Wait, you've never done a raid or that specific raid?
No, period.
A raid, period.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I am a solo player for the most part.
By the way,
that's totally fair.
I'm in orbit if you all want to join me. So
okay.
And real quick before I forget, Jen, I did get your friend request. I'm gonna get to that ASAP. But yeah, chat. It was so I wanted to make a big shout out to that. So anyway, so for Brandon, I believe that puts him about 4 triumphs away from the Descendant title and seal. I am now 2 challenges away, and I could, depending on how I coordinate it, and I want to, and again, I got to make sure Brandon's with me because I'm trying to do this as much as I can with Brandon. We have 2 more to run, and the 2 challenges are Control Group and Freezing Point. Freezing Point is everyone in the... Oh, look at that. Celestial Fire Phoenix with the sub. Thank you very much for that. Oh, getting a gifted sub, I should say, from Sam. Thank you very much, Sam, for doing that. And Celestial, hey, welcome aboard. So let's go ahead and let's jump into... Let's go get the bounties that we need for Les Battle Grounds. And let's make sure that we're all up to speed and caught up and yada, yada, yada. But Freezing Point is where everybody in the raid runs stasis. Everybody in the raid from beginning to end runs stasis.
Okay.
And there are... And that's the other thing too, Steve. I'm going to try to see how many challenges we can knock out for you when we got you.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
But the other one is Control Group, and that's going to be the tricky one. At least, well, I shouldn't say that's going to be the tricky one, but it's going to be something that I can't wait to see. Control Group is another challenge where challenge/triumph where everyone in the group is the same class. So it would be 6 warlocks or 6 titans or 6 hunters.
Okay.
And I'm like, wow, all right. So that's where I'm at right now. Of all the challenges, if you want to know what I thought was the hardest challenge, and you're gonna laugh, it was Clan Night. And the reason why that was hard was because it took 3 times to try to schedule that to finally make it happen.
Oh, okay.
But some of these other challenges... Oh, go ahead.
What bounties are we getting?
Okay, so first off, you're going to want to pick up gunsmith bounties. So that's primarily what you're looking for here, are gunsmith bounties. So just make sure you pick up any gunsmith bounties that you do or don't have.
All right. By the way, so I did grab bounties already from the war table.
Okay, I have to go.
There are actually some pretty good ones because they're it's defeat combatants on Europa, bow kills, melee kills, and what was the last one? Bow kills, melee kills, and kinetic weapon kills.
Got it. Okay, good to know. Because as soon as you all bounty up down here, I'm going to take us over to the war table again, and I was gonna bounty up while I was over there. So.
Okay.
Well, I'm ready to go when you all are.
All right.
Because I did the thing ahead of time.
You already did the thing. Fantastic. Fantastic.
I think I am also. Wait, what's the thing what's the thing you have to do ahead of time?
Bounty up.
Oh, bounty up. Oh, yeah. Oh, pfft. Sorry. I thought it.
The different things unlocked for the hammer, the hammer enhancements.
Yeah.
You have to basically gain reputation at the war table.
Right.
So
Okay.
and that's you do that by running battlegrounds. We're gonna warm up with three pretty vanilla battlegrounds because that's what Steve needs for a triumph, and I bet you.
Yep.
I bet you that Spence, you probably need the triumph too, and I'll point it out as soon. Okay, so if you want to see what I'm talking about, Spence, go into your triumphs.
Actually, it would be in the seasonal.
Oh, it's in seasonal,
no.
right? You're right.
No, sorry. Wait, no. It's in the seal. It's in the seal.
Oh, it's in the seal? Okay.
Yeah.
So, so Spence, go into your seal and go down to where you see the seal for Chosen. And you should have a triumph that says all battleground missions. If it isn't already done, you might be very close to having it done. Do you see it?
I'm looking.
Okay.
Complete the storyline. Vendor.
It's called all battleground missions.
I do not see it.
It'll be okay if you're in the seal.
Do you see two secret triumphs in there?
Yes.
Or one? Okay,
see
yeah,
two.
it's one of the secret triumphs.
Okay. All right. Then we'll definitely start unlocking that for you then. All right. So let's bounty up. And real quick, just want to ask, because I know where Steve is. I know Steve is Steve is currently with the hammer. He is doing the what is it called? Level 3. We started it yesterday.
Yes, level 3. Yeah.
What's it called again? I'm trying to remember what it's called. Look in your quest.
The tier 3 enhancement?
No, it's in your quest.
Oh, 3 charges.
No. It's something 3.
Challengers proving.
Challengers proving 3?
Yes, Challenger proving 3.
Okay.
I am at Challengers proving 2.
Okay, that's another thing we gotta help you with.
But that helped. That you I think if I remember correctly, I think you can be able to clear those by going into battleground.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
But yeah, I am not too worried because this whole season started off with me having a giant job, and therefore I could not do the thing that I wanted to do.
Not too bad. Defeat combatants on Europa. Oh, melee, kinetic. I'll go with kinetic. And once again, season of the bag. Season of the bag, everybody. Season of the bag. Now, let me just see. Oh, wait, I might be able to get some cash here. Look at me, chat. I'm collapsing shaders for money. It's like giving giving plasma or sperm so I can pay the bills. It's just gross. God.
Tea.
I'm sorry. I don't mean that in the worst. I don't mean that in a bad way. I didn't. Sort of. Maybe. I don't know. Okay.
This is my disappointed face.
I'm sure. Well, you know what? Look at that disappointed face, and I can tell you right now, Pip makes that to me a lot. Okay.
The disappointed face that had a mustache on and magic grease earlier.
I was gonna say. Yeah, I'll go with Bo. Oh, and What are you? Is it leg day? Is it leg day, Sailor? Is it leg
Yep,
day?
it's leg day. It's
All
leg
right,
day.
All right. All right. Don't mix the and Rev 3 with a little bit of Twitch dad advice from Rev 3, dude. Don't mix up plasma and sperm because giving plasma at the sperm bank is okay, but not the opposite. Okay. Are we ready to go?
Oh, it's gonna be this kind of a stream tonight.
It's gonna be this kind of a stream tonight.
I just need to grab one thing from my inventory, which
All right.
I'm looking for.
We will wait.
Okay.
Just say
All
when.
right, I got what I need. When?
All right. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and Steve.
Yes.
Let me just check my hang on a minute. You need which battlegrounds do you need for your thing?
Everything except the ordeal.
Okay, well then we're going to Hailstone. And real quick, Spence, what is the step on your quest for the Challengers Part 2 or Challenger Level 2?
Battleground cleansing completed in the Cosmodrome.
Oh, that's what you have to do?
That's what I have to do.
Okay. Well, we can head there. We can head there afterwards, and that will help you out. See, we're helping. We're doing a lot of helping. There it is. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Perfect.
I don't want to know.
He made some roasted marshmallows over the prismatic recaster.
Oh, well, there we go. Well, that's always nice, isn't it? Did I happen to mention, Chad, if you want to see what this knucklehead is doing, we do have a multi going on right now. So there you go. There you go, everybody.
I mean, a prismatic recaster makes a good malo. So I'm just saying.
There you go. There you go, everybody.
All right, while this is loading, I'm going to get something caffeinated.
All right. Here we go.
I probably should have gotten something caffeinated, but
I don't think you need it, my friend. I don't think you need it.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been on the go since 8 a.m. this morning.
So have I. I did want to ask, how did your panel go?
The panel went good. That was the one that was at 9:30 this morning. So that went well. And then the one that I was kind of slightly bit nervous, but I was excited for. There was a fireside chat that I moderated with two developers from Ubisoft. More specifically, they were talking about the accessibility that they helped be part of in Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Immortals Phoenix Rising. So that was a fun one, actually. That was a good conversation. I think it's been those sessions have been recorded.
Oh, great!
But I don't know when. I don't know when or how they're gonna release that. So hopefully it'll be soon.
So, just to remind you, this is the vanilla battlegrounds.
Oh, right. Okay, so it's not the higher end ones with the champions.
Right. So this is pretty much an all skate. You basically use whatever weapons you want to use. And yeah. Just so you know. Just so you know. All right.
I'm coming.
By the way, everybody, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to want to keep an eye out for the bow that I'm currently rocking. The bow I'm currently rocking is, it's the Imperial, I think it's called the Imperial Needle.
Yes.
Yeah, the Imperial Needle.
You're still enjoying that, huh?
Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
That's awesome.
Although I realize something now, I should probably switch over to the, to the exotic, because I just realized something. I'm one of the steps I'm on basically says that I need to get combatants. I have to get like 100 combatants with this bow, like that.
Champion's almost dead. Champion is dead. Grabbing the football.
we go.
All right.
Did you finish that? By the way, Spence, did you finish that gig?
Yes, I finished it at 2:30 in the morning on Wednesday. So 2 hours behind, but nobody was awake, so it didn't matter.
I wanted.
By the way, so yeah.
What?
They got me 5 hours of audio 2 days before my deadline, and I was like, oh dear.
So by the way, okay, so I won't mention who the company is, because you know I like that it's whatever.
Right.
There was one gig that I did this week. I think you two would appreciate this story. There's one gig I did this week, and it was they paid me. I will say this: they paid me $150 for about an hour's worth of my time, which was fine. I was totally okay with that. And then today I get in my email the sort of the contract for it, like basically saying like this is how much we're gonna pay you, like. And all that, because the confidentiality stuff of it, whatever. And then the same company, with like 2 minutes later, sent me another email with a similar contract, but it was for another person that was on the project, that was gonna be like doing the exact same thing as what I did. And I found out that their pay was a lot more than what they're gonna pay me.
Oh snap!
I found out so I got paid $150. This person got paid $1,500.
What? Oh, for Pete's sake!
Yep. And then of course they quickly were like, yeah, we're not gonna like. They kind of voided that contract, so they didn't want me to sign it.
Good man. Good man.
Well, no, they did that. I didn't have anything to do. I was gonna email them, and I was gonna fill that out, because I saw like it was like, oh, this is the same contract, and I'm like, wait, why is the pay different? And then I saw that it was a different person. I'm like, oh, I got sent the wrong contract.
I've had that happen to me before too. That's always fun, because either
now I'm like, oh, sorry, go ahead, finish. Yeah.
No, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was saying, like now I'm kind of curious. I'm like, do I go back and say, hey, you paid this person this much?
Actually, yeah, you do. At least I would, because I'd be the person, you know, and they'd be like, well, that wasn't what we agreed upon. I'm like, yeah, but I didn't realize you had it in your budget to pay X, Y, and Z. And now, granted, that's how I tend to do business, and it's the thing I hate the most about business. But at the same time, I'm like, look, that's not cool. I am on, you know. You basically hire me for the same skill sets as this guy, but you're telling me that my skills are worth, why are my skills not worth $1,500? What is this guy bringing to the table that I'm not? And that would be. Would that
be seen as sort of like petty? Because
no.
Because that was.
This is a thing that needs to happen in workplaces, because hiding income from people who are doing the same job for the same amount of time, same amount of quality, if they are not getting paid the same, that's where you get a wage gap. And yeah.
Okay, because I don't want to I 100% agree with that. You're right. I didn't even think about that. That was that. Yes, that 100% is the thing that I should definitely be concerned about for sure. I just sort of thought it was because. I would love to be able to work with this company again.
Right, but at the same time,
I don't know if this would ever sort of like damage that relationship.
I mean, I will say it will give them something to think about. But do they like working with you because they like working with you, or do they like working with you because you're cheap?
True. I mean, they were the one that initially offered the they the one that basically said we will pay you this much, and I was like, okay, that was fine. I just thought again, yeah, that was this is a fair rate. This is what they're paying, and it was completely 100% by accident that I received this contract.
Yeah, but it's also their responsibility, but they also kind of screwed the pooch in having you see that. And so it's like this. And I was telling Pip this the other night after what happened with me this week. I said, you know, I'm getting tired of being penalized for being a nice guy. And I said, and here's the example that I gave. This happened many moons ago when like in my 20s. Okay, I had to do an errand at the World Bank, and at the World Bank, I was getting this money, and the woman was barely giving me like $1 attention. She hands me like a stack of cash, but I don't want to walk around the streets of DC with this stack of cash, so I said, would you mind putting this in in an envelope for me? And she literally throws me an envelope. Okay, I open the envelope, and there's $1,000 in it.
Oh.
There's $1,000 in the envelope. And I said, ma'am, I don't think you want to hand me this envelope. And she gives me a look like you're wasting my time. She then looks in the envelope. Her jaw drops and she goes, oh, you're right. And then hands me a fresh envelope. Not an even I thank you. Just yeah, you're right. And in that moment, I regretted. But Pip said, yeah, but T, then you wouldn't be you. And I'm like, you're right, I get that. But at the same time, that person could, I feel
that person could have been fired for like losing $1,000 and you don't want to ruin someone else's, like if it's an honest mistake.
Yes,
fine.
And it was an honest mistake, but at the same time, this person was just being rude as piss. Now I realized they may have they've been having a bad day, but I didn't, to not even get a thank you. I was like, wow, okay, you're welcome, you're friggin' welcome, and I said
it's
to
like
Pip,
I just saved your job, dumbass.
And I'm like, and I said to Pip, I said, maybe sometimes I need to be tougher with people. And she said,
well, here's the question then.
All right.
Was she grateful, and was she apologetic after you'd given it, like after she realized her mistake? No. Then you should have been like, yeah. I would have been like, yeah, supervisor. Like, because you had every right to basically be like, hey, look, not only was she rude, but she also screwed up.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's like, when you're dealing with customers, then at that point, like, if you were not apologetic of a mistake that you had made. I mean, you know what? Honestly, I would have been the exact same way too. I would have been like, no, it's fine, whatever, and I would have done the exact same thing you did.
And that's the thing. That's why you and I have been friends for nearly 20 years, and that's why Spence puts up with my BS, because they're like, I know T can be better. He's just an idiot, and I mean.
I have never once said that you are an idiot.
No.
Overzealous, yes.
Ah, there we go. That's a nice way of saying I'm a moron. I can be a bit of a knucklehead. How about that?
No,
I'm a knucklehead.
That's the way of saying you are enthusiastic, and sometimes it grates on my nerves.
Aren't they cute? Aren't they cute, chat? Aren't they cute? They are cute as a button. Cute as a friggin' button.
I'm not cute. I am Fury, and I will murder you all.
You're cute. You're cute. Even with a mustache, you're cute. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Anyway.
Okay. That's acceptable. I'll take that one.
Yo, Meatball Mafia, how you doing, my friend? How you doing? Having a good night. Actually, I need to talk to you sometime. There's a guy on the other end here. His name is Steve, the Blind Gamer Sailor, and I would, how you guided me and Brandon that first run in D2. I'm trying to get a team together so we can take Steve on his first DSC. But here's what you need to know: Steve is legally blind. So so there's that. Jeez. Hello. Okay. So anyway, that's all right. So I'm trying to remember there was something else I was going to say, but no, I mean, what I was going to say, Steve, all right, here's another example I would give. Maybe this is more apropos. The discussion we had the other night, when you gave me your quote, I knew for a fact you were thinking, okay, 1, T's a buddy, and 2,
Yep.
T's unemployed.
Yep.
And I get that. But I was prepared to pay a lot more for your services because I value your talent. And that's what I mean. I personally yeah, I see it. I just want to make sure that you're getting what you deserve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's the thing.
Yes, 100%. Because I know I could and I know how much I can charge for that.
Right. Okay.
So don't think I don't know that I could definitely be charging a lot more.
And you should be, because you are a talented mofo. And I'm not saying that because you're my friend. I'm saying that because you are a talented mofo. And chat, if you're wondering what was it that we were talking about, well, you're just gonna have to wait. You're just gonna have to wait. But anyway,
Well, Steve and I had a lovely conversation that only other audio editors can really.
Oh yeah.
that sweet moment when you take 2 takes and you mesh them together and they just go so perfectly. No one can tell that you've done anything.
and that's the best kind of editing. The best kind of editing is the editing where nobody knows you've been there. All right, I'm gonna throw a grenade on him. Let that devour a bit.
Oh, he's immune. See, I like this vanilla version than the playlist version.
That's because this one's
The
easier.
only time that I'm okay with being on doing this one, because I'm like, oh, I hate the other. I hate it when it's like there's so many champions.
The other one is beastly, to say the least. To say the least. This is no spring picnic either.
No,
but
it's a little bit easier to handle.
it is. It
I'm
is.
going through this one.
All right, he's back up, or nope, he's not immune. He's not immune.
Is he still immune or not immune?
No, he's good. He's good.
Oh, whoa. Son of a biscuit.
Okay, that's a tight spot. Tight spot.
Tight spot. That's a tight spot. You don't want fuck. God damn it! I'm a Dapper Dan man.
That's also now on Disney Plus. I was discovering a lot. Oh, there's a lot of movies now on there that I'm like, ooh, I can watch this.
I was telling. It was funny. I remember we were we introduced Sunny to Oh Brother Where Art Thou. She was like, what the hell was that? She just had no clue what it was she had just seen. It was kind of cute.
Nice.
Oh, he's a bee's dick. There we go. Boom.
Yep, he's down.
I shot him with my sidearm.
Nice.
There was. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, Steve.
We should send in another
So long as you feel like you're, you know, you want them, you want whoever this was, you want them to be coming back to you and talking to you because they like your work, not because you're cheap. You know what I mean? And that's why. And if they did, if they're like, Steve, you know, this really kind of disappoints us. You know, if they played that game, that passive-aggressive game, that's when you have to passive-aggressive back to them, and you say something like, well, that is disappointing, I know, but it's also disappointing to find out that you're hiring 2 people to do the same job. One of them is worth $1,500, and I'm worth $150. I mean, how do you, and just say, how do you explain that, and how can, and then you say,
Let's just say this, and I don't, because I don't want to say it without sort of not necessarily breaking confidentiality, because
right.
whatever.
Because
I understand
that would be uncool. That would be
yeah.
uncool.
I understand the pay gap for sure.
Okay.
So it's not like I don't know, why is this person getting paid more than me? I understand the reason why without even being told the reason why.
Got it.
However, it's the thing that I was thinking was that we're technically still giving the same similar advice and doing the exact same job for for the same amount of time. I mean, if it was for someone, if it was for more hours, then I would be like, okay, fine, that's understandable. You're gonna pay for more because you're doing more. But it's like, as far as I know, it was the exact same amount of work, and not for the same amount of pay.
Okay, then if you're good with it, then I wouldn't worry about it. But don't ever sell yourself short, Steve, because as I've said before on this channel and elsewhere, you're a voice in this community, and you are a strong voice in the gaming community for accessibility. And where others have expressed their opinions on something, your opinion went viral. That's worth something. And I'm just letting you know, you need to make sure that people aren't getting you for a bottom dollar discount. Except for your friends like me who are on a budget. Anyway, okay.
What I need to do is in the Cosmodrome.
All right, so you need to go to the Cosmodrome. So that, if I remember correctly, is the if it isn't the cleansing, it's
the cleansing.
Okay, all right, then that's where we're headed. And Steve, I think you also
I think I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are.
Yep.
All right, hang on a second. I love this.
Yep, cleansing and behemoth are the only the other two, or the other that I didn't need.
All right then. Oh, and before I forget, did you all pick up the mods from the war table? Did you guys pick up the recent mods? Okay, good. I just want to make sure of that.
Oh yeah. We did that the other night.
So we need to make sure that you pick up the other two, Steve, because I don't think you've cleared that triumph. But that's easily done. All right. So first things first. Since both of you need it, but it's your quest, I'm going to give command over to Resonant Moon. You have now been promoted to leader, and you go on ahead and you take us in, Spence. Take us into the Cosmodrome. Follow the symbol. It should take you to the battleground you need, and we're good to go.
So I think that's really funny because I have been dubbed the de facto leader in the role-playing game that I played earlier today.
Very nice.
Nice.
I'm just like, why are you making me leader? I don't want to be leader. You're the principal one. I don't care.
Well, Meatball, the reason why I'm currently playing this on PS4, I know that cross-platform is coming. This has been sitting in my chat here, but I know that Bungie announced today a couple of things. One, that they're not going to sunset weapons anymore. I noticed they've mentioned that moving forward they're not going to do sunsetting. The second thing I also know that they're doing is they have announced that crossplay will be coming, I believe, if not the next season, the season after it. So we can expect it maybe as early as this summer. I also heard that the Witch Queen expansion they've already said they're going to delay it.
I saw that. Yeah, till 2022.
And you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm flying into a tunnel. Go light him up.
It allows them to be able to make it good and not
especially
and not rush it, to be able to get it out in their timeline, because obviously the pandemic definitely did not help.
Especially in light of Cyberpunk 2020, I'd rather have a game be right than be on time.
Yeah.
I know, Steve, you had some good experiences with Cyberpunk 2027. I have opinions, but yeah,
it kind of stopped actually playing it because it got to a point where I was like, I think I kind of got all what I needed out of it, or what I wanted out of it. Mainly this will kind of help explain. This kind of help explain sort of like where I was at. I was like, there was one romance quest that I finished that I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm good. After that was done, I'm good. And it's not to be able to like that. It wasn't like the intentions were not dirty at all. It was just like, okay, I'm cool with it. I like this is a good romance story, and I'm fine. I don't care how it like. I'll probably look it up to find out exactly how the game ends, but for me, I'm okay.
So you heard it here. Lady Gaga was right. Cyberpunk and Steve, they had a bad romance. I'm just saying. Just saying, chat.
No, it was a good romance. It was a good romance. That's why I was like, I'm good with ending it.
Oh, well.
It was that good. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't need any more. I've got the story I wanted.
Oh, I do like my code Duello. I do love me my code Duello. Here. There we go.
Oh, he's frozen midair. Love it.
Well done. 8-ball corner pocket.
Nice.
I don't think he's getting up from that, chat. I don't think he's getting up from that.
Definitely not. To the point where I actually wasted a rocket on that one.
Here, have a grenade, boys. There we go.
Bringing my special grenade launcher and on this particular battleground has proven very fruitful.
Which one? Which one are we talking about?
I had two bounties for special special ammo grenade launchers.
Okay.
And I just finished them both.
Hey now.
In just that opening portion of the quest.
Let's go.
Nice.
Well done.
Well, I mean, they bunch up so well.
They do, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
It's delightful. It's delightful.
It's delightful. Delightful. Managed to get a god roll on Dead Man's Tale. So oh, nice.
No.
Oh.
Cursed did. Don't like. No like. Go away now.
Yeah, we have a bit we need to do for Steve just to help him out. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, chat. There will be no there's not going to be any Phasmo tonight, so I can go a little later if you like. No Phasmo tonight. No Phasmo tonight.
So they must all be on the next floor up because I don't see them here.
So when you say you got a god roll on that, Mafia, what was it? What was your god roll take on it? Oh, that was pretty. I gotta get up here. I gotta reload. All right, I've deployed the ghost.
Okay.
Should be a little less. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, that's
sorry.
true,
No,
yeah.
no screaming tonight. No screaming tonight.
Well,
Little bit.
I mean, when
An appropriate amount of screaming.
When we first went into that exotic quest.
Well, yeah. Well, there was that. Yeah.
That was great.
But we do need to, and the good news is we do need to go back in there because we need to start unlocking for the two of you and others. Whoa, hello. Oh, nice. I have never seen anybody stasis. I've never seen anybody stasis one of those shriekers. That was pretty
You're
epic.
welcome.
But
You're welcome. Shut up.
Right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Shut up. Hey, dude. Oh, come on, really? Really wish this thing had a...
I'm standing on top of them.
Ow.
Hi, Pip.
Spence says hi.
Oh, hi, Pip.
Steve says hi. What's that? No. He said,
No, but
he
I
said-
will.
No,
well,
I mean, if you want me to.
I mean, he said if you wanted to, you will. Oh, nope.
Give me this ogre.
No plasma tonight. Depends on how far we get with Steve.
I mean, I'm cool with ending either a bit early-ish tonight. I have been streaming
Well, yeah,
since 4:30.
That is true. That is true. Let's wait. Let's wait.
Pip, I still need you. I still need Pip to play Horizon Zero Dawn.
Ooh, right.
Isn't that such a good game?
I only just started it before the holidays, and I've been sort of wanting to be able to get back into it.
Which one is this?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, a lot of people have suggested that to Pippa. Right now, her dance card is full.
I know.
She's
But
still playing
yeah.
Control?
She's still playing Control. That might be my my way of getting her to play Control on stream. 'Cause if I agree to do if I agree to run Legends with her tonight.
Oh, yeah.
If I do Legends with her tonight, she'll do Control tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, we can end it a little bit early tonight if you want to.
Well, you know, I will.
We'll see where everybody's at.
Honestly, T,
Yeah.
the wife comes first.
Okay. All right. That's enough out of you. That's enough out of you. I do
What?
not. I do not need you buttering her up. Okay. I do not need you buttering her up. All right.
Dude, you do realize, happy wife, happy life. I shouldn't have to be telling you this as as someone who is not married.
Well, yeah.
Tell that to all my ex-husbands.
More than you do, T.
What's that?
Steve knows more than you do. You got some explaining to do.
And you know what? This is why we do.
Look,
This,
there's a cat congress going on.
oh, is there a cat congress going on over there?
Oh, there's some cats.
Oh, wait. I think I figured out what it was.
What are you guys
Yo, Robbie, how are you? Good to see you in chat. I think I figured out what it was we're missing on this bit. Hang on. Nope. Oh, wait. There we go. There we go. Once we clear it, we have to come over here, Steve, and we have to begin the rite of proving. That's what takes down the shields.
Oh,
That's what we meant.
okay.
We were kind of right. We were missing that little detail.
I just wanted to get some punches in on this guy. I did not realize he was the big bad.
It's okay.
And
Yeah,
now-
we're gonna have plenty of opportunities.
Oh yeah, we'll have plenty of opportunities.
Oh, he's immune. Champion's back here.
Well, he's mad at me now. He's like, well,
Oh.
yeah, you're gonna hit me in the face. Here you go.
Ooh. All right. I know I was pretty critical of the Season of the Hunt weapons, but I gotta admit, this special grenade launcher, pretty damn dope.
What are you rocking?
I'll tell you in a second. As soon as I find some things to.
His shield is down.
All right. Just get rid of these guys.
Where is he?
Ooh, hello. Howdy, boys.
I am dancing around him.
He's over there. See that Nova bomb? That's where he's at.
Oh, that. Okay. The
He's
big,
almost
the
to
big
the
purple
end.
thing.
The big purple thing. Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
he's immune again.
Ow.
I need some
Okay, so the special grenade launcher I'm rocking is the Deafening Whisper. Just finished working.
Interesting.
Just finished work. Am effed, chilled back, watch stream. Well, there you go. Thank you very much for joining us on this
Okay,
chill.
he is not immune anymore.
Ow.
I am going to slice and dice.
Oh crap. I'm gonna throw that in there just for kicks and giggles. Had a hard
Is he still
night.
immune?
He
No,
is
but he's
not
got
immune.
he is vulnerable. But and he's also, hang on, please hold. Where is he? There he is. Excuse me, I'm just gonna.
There he is.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Objective complete. There we are. Now that should. Okay, so that should take you, Spence. That should go on ahead and take you to the next step.
Yep, I'm looking at it now. It says hammer approving socketed.
Okay.
Can't blame Keitel for wanting her people to burn out that nest. Nowhere those things belong but
So
gone.
what does that mean?
You have a sense of conviction
Use
that I
Cabal
find fascinating.
Gold to
Yeah, well,
socket the thing.
I'm a
Okay.
fast
Oh, this is the thing that I had to do
Losing as much as you have, you
the other
continue
night.
to fight.
So I already
Knowing
have a
well you
socket
have but
in
one
my.
life.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happened to me too. Essentially, you do have to like kind of go through it, in like even if you've already done it, you do have to go through it like kind of like step by step.
Right. Still, I got to go through it step by step. But here's the thing: is that you, the way you gotta you gotta look at this is, we went on ahead and we did this next step for you, and now we need to go into the playlist. When you go directly into a battleground, there are no anti-barriers, there are no unstoppables or anything like that.
Right.
Right.
But when you go into the event on the playlist, that's where you start picking up like the hammer charges, and you have to use the hammer at the end, and yada yada yada. Does that make sense?
So what we could do is we've only got one more battleground to be able to finish up the triumph
For you.
for both of us,
Oh, for both of you. Well,
because we're
No.
both essentially we have the same. Oh wait, do you still have to do Behemoth, Spence?
I believe so.
Yeah, so we could do that,
right.
and then if you want, we can go into the playlist for one to be able to at least get her get them into get at least I think it's to challenge proving 3. I think is what it's supposed to be at.
That's where we need to get to is challenge proving 3. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
because
what
I
we're
also have to
looking for.
technically do this roughly the same thing even on my challenge proving 3
Right.
because I have to pillage tribute to Keitel.
Right. Which brings us to the next thing, which is I've already finished combatants defeated. But wow, just in this morning, just in those few things that I've done, I've already defeated the combatants like 100 out of 100. So I'm happy about that.
Nice.
All right, so what we need to do is find out where we are in certain steps. So quest step wise, Steve, for the seal, all battleground missions, which ones do you have remaining?
For battlegrounds, it would be the same. So it would be Behemoth is the only one left.
Behemoth's the only one left. Spence, you still haven't unlocked this secret triumph, correct?
Oh right,
Correct.
yeah, they haven't unlocked it. Sorry,
No, it's
you're right.
it's
I
okay.
thought-
It's okay. It should count the other ones that we've done, but
No, because that's the thing. I found out that's why I only had the Oracle was the one that only one was unlocked, even though we had done these already before.
right.
Because like I hadn't unlocked the secret triumph.
Okay.
You have to do it as soon as it's when it's unlocked.
Right. So Spence,
Mm-hmm.
where are you? So right now, what you need to do, is you need to do what now? You need to do,
I need to socket something into the hammer.
which you've already done, correct?
Yep.
All right.
So the hammer has a charge.
All right. And what is the quest telling you need to do now?
Use Cabal Gold to socket a Challenger medallion to the Hammer of Proving. Once done, you will be ready to issue the challenge.
That's the spot where I was at last night. So technically, you're a step ahead.
You're a step
So
ahead.
we need to do a we need to do one from the playlist.
Right.
I need to expend the charge that's currently in my hammer,
And then
Yes.
put it back in again.
and then
All right.
Yeah.
But actually, that's not a bad thing because then that means that we're going to get, we should get some hammer charges out of it, and it's also going to push us towards our next, battlegrounds, our next powerful drop. Because remember, when you do 3, you get a powerful gear drop of 1, a tier 1. If you do 6 from the playlist, you do a powerful gear of tier 2. And then I think if you do 9, you get a powerful gear of tier 3, which is all good because it helps us level up. So take us on. Go ahead and take us on into the battlegrounds, and I'm going to get out my loadout for the battlegrounds, which should be a
That's a weird bug that essentially it doesn't like recognize that you've already socketed the
agreed.
The hammer, and it's like you have to go through basically an like in a way almost an unneeded battlegrounds run just to be able to get to the next, like just to be able to restart that step again.
Right. Where I'm at, Robbie, yeah, it's it's roughly 8 minutes to 9, and that's the thing. For some reason, Meatball Mafia, there's it's weird. It feels like there's some sort of weird hiccup, and
Dropping you in hot.
yeah, and for some reason it's it only counted some of them.
Counted some of what?
Meatball Mafia just asked the same question. Why do I only have 2 out of 4 battlegrounds done? Because the battlegrounds that you've done have been the battlegrounds that you did that are these battlegrounds, right? These are the ones that are off the playlist. It doesn't necessarily count the battlegrounds that you go directly to, the vanilla ones. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's weird that, I mean, like, it kind of, I mean, I get why, well, maybe not necessarily why, but I get, like, what, like, the mechanics of, like, okay, yeah, you don't put all these, like, battlegrounds into a playlist, and you can be able to, like go through them all, but also, it's like, when you're, like, if you're behind on a quest step, or you're behind on a few quest steps, it's like, okay, but I've already done this,
yeah.
So why do I have to do these again separately at lower power?
Right. The other... Yeah, I know, and where I think Mafia is asking this question is, it's inconsistent. It's inconsistent.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the missions you've done, it'll count the stuff you've done in the past. Other times it won't, and that's the part that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me either. I mean, I've done all the story missions, and then when the actual Secret Triumph was unlocked, it should have unlocked with the first story mission that you did, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
I think it only unlocks when you do tier 3, when you unlock the tier 3 challenge, which we're trying to get Spence to get to. And it's odd, but I think that might have been a slight hiccup in this season. And I look at it this way: I'm taking the good with the bad. I've been having so much damn fun this season. Where's that rail?
This season has been good. Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't getting up. He ain't getting up, chat, and I'm happier for it.
Thank you.
need some special ammo to drop.
Check them mods of yours. Check them armor mods. See if you've got any special ammo finders. They are your best friends in games like this.
Well, it's only because I have fusion rifle bounties.
Right.
Ugh, and you know how I feel about fusion rifles.
I'm the same way.
I hear you.
And I figured out why I don't like them. I don't like them because they have to charge. Because I am used to the... Okay, I point, I shoot, and there is an immediate...
Ow! But I think that's why it was going on. It's a weird hiccup in the game. Because it's a secret triumph, for some reason it's not counting. It's not counting those story missions. So
It's weird that essentially like that was like set as a secret triumph, like, and that it
I
was
know.
after the season already launched.
yeah,
It seemed kind of like odd to me.
that's a very weird challenge. But I'm like, okay. I mean, the nice thing about doing this, the nice thing about doing the storyline ones is they're after you've done the playlist battlegrounds, they're a lot easier to manage.
Right.
This poor guy is just getting. Hey, dude, turn around. Oh, the guy was glitching. The guy was glitching, chat. Did you catch that? Oh, Prime Engram. I'm out, bitches.
Oof. Yeah, you guys are glitching too.
All right. Stop the Cabal advance. Still need those 3 keys. Oh, nice headbutt. I like that. Okay, I'm a little concerned because I have not seen a champion yet.
Well, we've had like a few scions, but not like an
They
actual
don't
like
count.
champion.
No.
Champion. Keys.
Yeah, I mean that's what I did. I went back and I did them again. What was it? What do you think you see is happening? Come on. Oh, come on! I disagree, game. I mean that's what I did. I went back and I did them again. And when I went back and did them again, they counted just
Oops.
fine. Oh my god, seriously? Wow.
I think that's the same dude that got me.
Yeah, that's the last time I'll be a nice guy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got a grenade to your face.
Okay, let's get that guy out. He's done.
Are we missing something?
Nope. It's just a lot of Cabal. What we're waiting on is some yellow bars or some champions. When we see the diamond
Yep.
There we go.
He's up here. Or down there now. Damn. The ship got me.
Yep, that's why I'm taking the ship down. Whoa. Here we go, another sniper. That sniper can sit and spin for all I care.
Alright,
Alright, sniper's down. Oh, hey dude.
this guy is up here. He is a barrier colossus.
Alright, barrier. Where is he?
He is
He's
up
way
where I
back
am.
here.
Oh my god, yeah, he's way back there. Holy Hannah.
Yeah, I got him.
Nice.
Down and
nice,
dusted.
nice. Shoot, I just realized I probably don't have my barrier. I have overload bow on right now. Hold on, I'm gonna swap
Alright,
that.
yeah, I'm gonna swap out too.
There we go. Okay. I am good.
Maybe I am not.
It's okay. I have anti-barrier and unstoppable.
Halfway there.
I got it.
Cabal have hardened
You don't have the mods?
Yeah, I've got the mods.
No, I don't have the appropriate weapons.
Oh.
And I'm saying I do. So if we, if you know, if given enough of a heads up, we should be good.
Yeah, we should be okay. I mean, I've got my anti-barrier scout rifle and
Oh, I know what I wanted to do.
unstoppable pulse rifle too. If I need
Perfect.
to
Yeah.
really get into that.
Okay, so I wanted to drop that, and I'll get that other one later.
Whoops. Don't crash into a wall, Steve. That would help.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, Spence. The new battleground you're gonna love, or rather, Steve loves it, and I love it. I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one. Definitely a good one.
Yes.
A lot of places.
My
to
favorite out of
explore.
all of them.
Yep. I'm almost there. I'm kind of lagging behind you two. I'll be there in a second.
Guardian down.
All right, that is all my war table bounties done.
Oh, nicely done.
Oh, I got mine done in the first thing.
Yep.
I just got super lucky.
Yeah, I think I had about like your 2 or 3 of them in the first few. The only one I was basically like having to work on was the kinetic weapon one and I can't remember what the other one was.
Oh, don't walk
Oh,
away.
melee. That was what it was.
Don't walk away from mine. Come on.
All right, he's an unstoppable. Oh, never mind, he's done.
No, he was not necessarily unstoppable, but there we go. Now remember with those unstoppables, you just when you're aiming and you've got the unstoppable mod, you've got to wait until you get the you got to wait, aim down sights and wait until you see your weapon flash. When your weapon flashes, that's when you've got an unstoppable round in it. Just remember that. That's
Right.
That's how you get it to stagger. I had to remind myself of that when we started doing these things.
I did not do that.
All right. Hang on a minute. Come on, drop us. Okay, he's back there. Ow. Ow!
He's not unstoppable, just unstable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. He's now pushing up the daisies. Somebody pick up that charge and take
Got
out
it.
those Imperial generators. Or those Rebel generators, I should say.
Whoops.
There you go. Whoop. Yeah. Steve, pro tip: don't stand next to something that explodes.
I thought it was back far enough. But then also a champion was on the same thing, and I was like, oh,
would
maybe
do
I
it.
might get him too.
You're trying to get a twofer. 2 for 1.
I was greedy.
Trying to get a twofer like you get at the Tim Hortons there, eh? You know, get a cup of
double
coffee and
double? Yeah.
get a double there. Get a double there, and you'd be all right. Great way to start a morning there.
Although I'm finding actually that it's a little too sweet. Double. Well, because it's like it's 2 milk, 2 sugar. That's what a double
Right.
is. And I've kind of become more of a fan of either a 1 or 2 milk, and that's it.
Okay. Now Drumfire March.
But then again, I'm also like a fan of the cold brew coffee.
Yeah, well, I can sort of see that. Booyah! Booyah! That was a big boom. That was a big boom there.
Bada boom.
Big bada boom.
Babaloo babala bam boom.
Now I just need. Come on, where's there some heavy? Oh, there we go.
All right.
See if you got the football.
Yeah, sure. Oh, it's up there.
Get that guy off you.
Oh, damn it. I got hit. And I missed it.
That's all right. They'll give us another one.
Yeah, good thing it's a dog.
Dag.
I got.
Oh, you got it. Hit it.
Yeah, I got it. I'll miss.
Do
I'll
you
I
like
got it
dags? All right. Okay, Mika. Yeah, get some sleep. Get some sleep. But thanks for popping on by.
Nicely done.
Okay.
Now
Here we go.
start
We're gonna
the
wrap
rite
this
of
up.
proving. Once you make short work of their commander, we'll be done here.
And not a moment too soon.
And here they come. Boom, boom.
Whoa! I forgot that these things crash land.
Yep.
Hello, ugly.
Boom.
All right, screw it. Oh yeah, I forgot. WandaVision's out tomorrow.
Yep. WandaVision's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm so ready. I am so effing ready.
Me too.
My neighbor, the one that I go running with,
Yeah.
she is she's like
He's immune.
she's like 5 episodes behind, and she's telling me what she thinks is happening, and I'm just like, okay, cool. And I'm trying desperately to just keep my mouth shut.
Yep.
Oh, that's an anti-barrier Colossus. Try to get him to pop his shield.
Oh, Christy, you haven't seen WandaVision yet? Ooh.
I haven't
You-
either, so.
Oh, you haven't either? Okay. Okay, no spoilers, but
Well, so
It's-
here's my
it's a good
thing
one.
is that I wait until the whole season is out.
I
that
totally
barrier.
get that, and you want to binge watch it.
Damn it.
Honestly, part of the joy for me has been the waiting week to week, because it really satiated my my appetite
All right, he's stunned. He's stunned. He's stunned.
to
There we go.
to want to be able to to know more about it. I'm like, oh man, I'm just gonna let's just like, can we just like speculate about stuff and like being able to talk to friends? It's really good.
And what's also been impressive is that they're cramming a lot. They are cramming a lot into episodes that aren't even a full hour.
Yeah, they're all half an hour long.
Yeah.
I'm going to die, but I am going to do as much damage to him as I can.
Watch these two, everybody.
Whoops. Dang you. Oh, there's a shield thing.
Remember, get that thing in between. There we go.
That's gone.
Nice work with the sword there.
Whoops, sorry, that might have been my fault.
No,
I threw a rocket without realizing that.
I'm good.
No, it wasn't the rocket. It was the stomp that got her. That got them. It was the stomp that got them. Don't be a hero, Johnny. Use those range weapons. Ow, my God. He says as he finds himself completely in the center of a bum rush of cabals.
Another show that you did, like that I really actually just enjoyed that just started this week.
Yeah.
The new Superman and Lois show.
I heard a lot. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about it. That it really came
It
out
is
of
so good. It like really, it's like, oh man, I enjoy Superman again.
Yeah, I you know, I know everyone is all about everyone's kind of, you know, like trying oh, hello.
Hi.
Solidus Lee with a rating party of 12. How about that? Hey, what's up? How you doing? Thank you. welcome, Raiders. I'll give you a proper welcome in just a second. Kind of got a hands full right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, I know that Twitch is all about multitasking. I get that. I honestly do. But Solidus, thank you for intro. Oh, damn it! As you said that, I just pulled the trigger on my.
Oh no.
It's all right.
And
It's
we
all right.
have
We got
a
this.
barrier.
Oh, a
Colossus
barrier colossus.
Where is he?
back
Oh,
here.
he's back there. Okay. All right.
And he just popped his thing.
And he's staggered.
He's
and he is
down.
down.
He's doing.
Oof.
All right. Whoa!
I
Hey
saw
guys.
that.
Oh, please reload. Please reload. Ah. Oh my god. Woo! That's not a good place to be.
Oops, I missed.
Barnaco, thank you very much, and welcome, Raiders. Like I said, I'll give you a proper welcome in just a moment. I got our hands full. Got our hands full. Destiny is throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, at us right now in these battlegrounds. There we go. All right.
He does not like me.
It's their loss. It's their loss, to be
I
fair.
mean, I realize that I am a scrumptious piece of them cake.
Yep.
However,
There's a, you know. Whoa! Hey now. Oh crap. He's in here with me, isn't he? You.
Nope, he just backed in.
Yep. All right.
I got you, Steve.
Oh, thank you.
Throwing a grenade in there for good measure. All right, here we go.
Ooh,
Hey, super.
I need somebody getting in here with me in the generator.
Yep. I'm coming.
Oh, it's sparking. A few more shots and it's done. Woo! Oh, Solidus, I am really enjoying
Done.
Battleground. There we go. I'm really enjoying.
But
the
I am also
Battlegrounds.
down.
This season has been, in my opinion, exceptional. Absolutely and positively exceptional.
I'm down.
All right, hang tight.
Holding. I'll
I'm
be
back up. I'm good.
5, so.
And if you were to ask me, so what is it about the season that just really resonates with me? I don't know. I just know that it's felt very fast-paced, like it feels like a challenge. It's just been a lot of fun. Come on, give me my super. Okay. Good night, nurse. Yeah, he ain't getting up from that, chat. He is not getting up from that.
Awesome.
Let's drop some hammers. Let's drop some hammers.
This might be a strange place.
And whoopsie. Boom.
Why tank?
Yeah, there's some Cabal gold. There's a hammer charge.
Problem that can't be solved by brute force.
There we go.
You seem to have a familiarity with their
Okay, so now
tactical
what we have to
prowess.
do
I'll do
is
sorties against these bastards
once
during
we
the Red War.
load
Watch
into a
them set
new
the
one,
city
I'm just
on
gonna let it
fire.
run,
Watch them
Spence,
slaughter
and then
civilians
once we
regardless
we get in there,
Like it
go
was
on ahead and
nothing.
load up your hammer, and that should take it to the next step. And then if we have to, we can pull it out and go someplace else. But I think we just have to, after you slot the hammer, all you have to do is just drop into another
for nothing.
playlist event. So you should be good.
Okay, so
Okay.
I just slotted, and now it says pillage tribute to Kaital.
Right. So that means going to the battlegrounds. So we
Ooh,
should-
I think I'm done. All I have to do is just go to meet Osiris in the war room.
Okay. Well, hang on 1 second.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we can totally, yeah, let's totally do another playground, battleground.
And give me 1 second. I'm gonna go say hi to everybody. So, Solidus, and to your chat, this is for you. Why, hello, campers! It's your old pal, Twitch Dad, and I am thrilled to have you in my chat tonight in my channel. Solidus, thank you very much for trusting your community with me. Why you would do that? Well, I don't know. Maybe you're on dope. But you know what? Pants. Have you got your pants on? And is the fly facing front? is the fly facing front outward. That's important. That's a little tip I want to pass along to you. From me, your old pal, Twitch Dad. All right. And we're back, everybody. And we're back.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. All right. I'm going to slot my... We're going to do the same one again, everybody. Hot damn.
Great.
Second verse, same as the first. Thank you, Salinas. Wow, this is the first time I'm almost... Man, this truly is the season of the broke-ass Guardian, season of the bag. Because I am almost out of Cabal Gold. That's how broke-ass I am. And
Wow.
Final Divide, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to the Monster Mash. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, thank you. Here we go. Enjoy that.
Working on the pressure.
Boom. Oh! 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 No! Ow. Oh! Man, I got...
Yeah, they hit you with a punch right at the beginning.
And you know what? I got killed by the ship. I got killed by the ship because I got caught up in the damn branches.
Well, I killed the ship for you.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I was one of those, and take that too to the ship, because I got one shot off.
Are you kidding me? You know, Meatball Mafia, I will tell you this. In the same vein that Rev 3 Dude is going to be buried in his he's going to get buried in his AO feedback fence. They're going to have to pry the Outbreak Perfected on my cold dead hands, because I love this weapon. I love it. If someone says, "Oh, you need to have a pulse rifle with that's for unstoppables," well then okay, I guess I'm using my Outbreak Perfected. It's my go-to. It's my go-to weapon. I love it.
You know what's interesting?
What is
Since the
interesting?
season began, I have only stopped using Tycho's Divination for my Trinity Ghoul twice.
Jeez, chat. That's some strong words right there. That is some
Yup.
strong words right there.
Yup. The entire time I've basically been using this Tycho's Divination. Is that how you pronounce it? Tycho?
I'm pronouncing it Tikus. I'm pronouncing it
Tiku?
Tikus. I don't know why I'm going with Tiku. I just am. All right, look.
It's,
High five.
What's funny?
High five, bro.
What's
High
funny
five.
about it?
Yeah.
Is that so? My years and years ago, when I first started learning how to be able to edit video, my brother and his best friend, they decided they wanted to be able to make these sort of comedy sketches for our youth group.
Oh sure.
And they wanted to film them all. And essentially, kind of basically turned into them just basically fighting each other.
Right.
Not
right.
playfully for the sketch, because they
Sure.
thought it was funny.
Yeah. Right.
We kind of sort of created a little mini you know how you come up with a fake name for the film production, blah 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 productions presents.
Right.
We came up with the name for it based on my brother and his best friend's names.
Okay.
Their names were Tim and Curtis. So we
Tiku.
literally called it Tycho Productions.
Oh, Taiku. I love it.
Spelled the
sense.
exact same way as how.
Oh no, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. And so every time I see it now, I'm just like, good times. Because we even came up with our own sort of version of the remember the Pink Panther movies?
Oh yeah.
And the scenes where Inspector Clouseau gets attacked by Kato in his own
Oh yeah.
apartment.
Yeah. Those are classics, man. Those are classics.
So essentially my brother Tim and Curtis they decided to do a satire version of it.
Oh dear God, the satire of the satire.
Yeah, it was hilarious. One of the first things that, and that was one of the first things that I actually edited because we were using VHS tapes to edit at the time.
Oh my god.
That
takes me back.
But then I also because it was our church's youth group, they decided to invest a little bit of money, and they actually bought a device that basically could convert VHS tapes into digital.
Very nice.
And so yeah, that was how I learned how to edit, was editing that video. I even did an animated intro that I spent 15 hours on because I was literally editing frame by frame.
I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. Everybody talks about wanting to get into editing, get into video editing, and I'm like, all right, so take audio editing, and then multiply it by a factor of 5 to 10, depending on what you want to do. If you want it to be a YouTube edit, multiply it by a factor of 5. If you want it to look like, I don't know, something from something that would be ready for Netflix, multiply that factor by 10, and that's what happens when you video edit.
Yep.
And okay, our target is up on the top of the hill again.
Yeah.
And he's coming down, and he is an overload or an unstoppable. Hold on. I'll stagger him in a second. Why hasn't he staggered? There he goes. Well, there's one reason. Ow. Sabotage the tank's targeting system. Okay.
Ironic that
But the new bow cat is pretty bold. It's pretty ballin'.
That's been the
yeah.
for centuries.
If either side
Takes a little bit to get used to it first, but then once you do, you get into a pattern, and legitimately, as I was telling that entire story, I completely was just I was going based off of instinct.
On your speeders and come follow me.
Yeah, the No Time to Explain is very good too, but man, that Outbreak Perfected. The other thing you gotta know about me, Meatball, is I love the Siva lore, and Steve and Spence here, they've only heard it from D2 perspective, but Destiny is overdue for the return of Siva, and I love the Siva lore. I love the Siva lore. I love everything about Rise of Iron, and Outbreak Perfected is a nice little nod back to that, but I'd like to see it come back, because of all the villains we've had, the Splicers are what terrified me the most. And
really?
Oh yeah. And when it comes to top 3 raids, my I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. My top raid is of course the Deepstone Crypt. But then I've got I love the Last Wish. The Last Wish is just so much damn fun. And along with the along with Last Wish and Deepstone Crypt, I put right underneath that Wrath of the Machine. I love watching Wrath of the Machine. I absolutely love Wrath of the Machine, and ow. There we go. Oh, come on, really? The fall killed me? Get that football and run it. Oh, orb.
Where's the football?
I
see it. I got you. I got it.
I'll get to you.
Oh, not. Oh, I was sorry.
It's alright.
Whoops.
All good.
Whoops.
I can never get the distance right.
Yeah, when in doubt.
I'm always afraid I'm gonna miss, so I'm just like.
So you get up close and personal, yeah. You're taking one for the team. At least that's one way of looking at it.
True.
As the fly said when he was walking along the mirror. Well, that's one way of looking at it.
Sorry, Spence. I realized I literally just took that football away from you. I'm sorry.
I will live.
I thought that like T was like right there, and that's what, and you were getting T instead. So I apologize.
Woo! Hello. Oh, wait a minute. If I'm doing this, shoot, I was not thinking right. I was not.
Sir, get out of my way.
There he is.
Just working on survival now. Yeah, I gotta get back into survival. I gotta rip off that band-aid and start doing comp again. Because I mean, I got real no desire to run. Oh, hello. To run.
Whoops.
All right.
So apparently, if you do a melee attack while you have Deadman's tail,
Yeah.
your melee attack will be with the butt of the rifle.
Oh, really? Okay, that's pretty dope. Football's out. Got the
Go for
football. All right. And Peyton. Boom. There we go.
Nice.
There we go. I tell you, man. I tell you something, Solitas. I really do feel like, you know, he's got like a West Virginia kind of family. I mean, it's just wall to wall cousins and nephews and all kinds of idiots that we got to deal with. Oh my God. If I ever need comp friends, always play comp and looking to get 2 more for trials. All right. Oh, you're talking about Oryx. You're talking about Oryx, Solitas. Well, I still agree with that. I still think Oryx is like it's like the Hatfield and McCoys, right? But yeah, I might take you up on that because, like I said, I don't have really a lot of desire to do Banner because Banner just isn't doing it for me anymore. Trials though, I am. I've never gone flawless. I've never even done like 5 wins total. I've done 3 wins, but never the 5. And I'd like to try it again. If you're looking for a team, but you want to know what you're getting yourself into, just, you know, I'm your man. What? If you saw what I'm dealing with, hon, you might go, oh, he'll get to me. I'll get to that cute boy later.
We're a bit frazzled right now, Pip.
There we go. Ooh, sidearm calibration. Let's go. Oh, you. Oh, I know, Moth. I know, Meatball. I know. I would prefer. I know some people tend to go. Will sometimes go in with randos. I'm not that guy. I like going in with a team that I can trust and a team that I can run. Mafia. I think I might surprise you. I might surprise you. Oh, man. They do not want us picking up that football. Whoa.
I want the football.
Right,
I have the football.
You has the football. I has Steve.
Thank you.
My football's better than your football.
Whoa.
My football's been on BBC. What about your football? All right.
Yep.
Oh, hey, what happened? Whoa.
I died.
All right. Hang tight. Let me get you.
Oh,
And
sorry.
up. Oh, objective complete. Nice work, everybody.
Crow's
Nicely
intel
done.
indicates the commander is nearby. Challenge them and tie this
All right,
off.
here we
We've got
go.
other fires burning.
Here we go. Here we go. Kicking us off. All right. Incoming. Grab some real estate.
Whoa, you're supering right away. Nice.
Yeah. Just gonna clear out some of them ads. Some
I
of the
was gonna do
pesky
the same
ads.
thing, but I'm like, I died.
I'll throw that in there for kicks.
I'm just doing damage to the boss. It's possible. Have a grenade.
All right. If you're doing damage, you're doing.
I was.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
stopped.
dude, chill.
Chill out, Batman. Yeah.
You know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
The Ice Age. God. I love Arnold
Can't believe I
Schwarzenegger,
actually
but then,
remember that line.
but do you feel the ice? The one I remember is, do you feel the icy cold space, Batman?
Oh yes.
Oh my God.
God, it's cold. Sorry. Vivica Fox had that one line in that
Which one?
in that movie. Vivica Fox was like the snow buddy. That's,
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! What
tried
an
to,
what an amazing pull! Wow.
Wasn't Drew Barrymore the other one?
No.
so that's in
Oh, Batman Forever.
No.
Yeah.
With
No,
no, no.
Riddler.
Go ahead.
No, it's Batman Returns is that one because it's the Riddler and the Joker.
Oh,
it's
Riddler. No,
Two-Face.
Riddler and
Two-Face.
Two-Face. Yeah, that's Forever. Yeah.
And so, Drew Barrymore is the angelic side of Harvey.
That's right. That's right. She's naughty and nice. That's right. It's naughty and nice. Yeah. Okay, we need anti-barrier. So,
Got it?
Yeah.
all right. Hang tight.
I have it, but I need to revive.
All right.
Down.
He's got a pulse grenade on him.
Too much of the flashings.
It hurts expressions.
Yeah.
I punched
Nice.
him in
I did-
midair.
What's that?
Nice.
There was somebody going for Steve, and I punched
right.
him in midair.
I appreciates it.
And I appreciate you. Hey, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash it. Smash it. Boom. Yeah, that's a big boom. That's a big boom. Oh, hello.
Shields up.
Shields down.
Whoa. Oh, I'm down.
I'm down.
I'm down.
He's down.
Oh my
Thankfully,
God,
this
we're
is
all
not
down.
restricted.
Woo!
Thank goodness for small favors.
Well, bad news. Bad news. Or no, good news. It doesn't reset the event. Bad news. The ads just keep coming and coming. So.
All right, come here, you. Get over here.
Get over here.
How about that Mortal Kombat trailer, huh?
Still haven't seen it. I need to see it.
Dude, it's good. Oh, I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's like a moment in there that I was like, ooh. I can't believe they did that.
Big boy is down.
Excellent.
Oh, I know I'm now in a loopy stage because I'm starting to do impressions.
Is that how you know? Is that how you know,
Yep.
Sailor?
'Cause
Okay.
Because now the filter is down.
Filter is down. I repeat, filter is down. I am up at 5.
And I'm the last man standing. All right.
Okay, I'm up.
Ow.
Up in 5.
I has a super first.
Yep.
Nope. Nope. I tried
Wow.
to raise the unit.
Wow. I saw that. Oh, wow. I'm so
All
sorry.
right, he's immune. He's immune.
Okay.
All right, that's good. All right. The upside is this is the last bit. This is the last bit. Oh, that's an unstoppable.
You little bitch.
Does anybody have any unstoppable?
I do not have unstoppable.
All right, give me a second. Just somebody cover me because I got to switch weapons. All right.
Okay.
He is staggered. I put a grenade on him. And a rocket. And he is not getting up from that. He is not getting up from that.
Having a bad day.
Had a bad day.
You need a bad song and you turn it around. You turn it on down.
Now, now he's getting slap happy. Jeez. Hey, Jesus Marimba.
I don't know such
One means family.
Oh boy, one ping only. All right.
Hey, sir, I want to speak to your manager. Sir.
Oh, ouch. Oh, come on.
Oh, I died.
I did it too.
Catch that. There we go. There we go.
Oh, you guys
Whoa!
shut up.
Are there a lot of dudes behind me? Hang on.
I'm coming to.
Here.
I have a full set of sword stuff. I will slice off for you.
Well, I'm already. I'm by the shield. By the shield generator.
Oh, yo.
6, 5. All three of us are down.
Yep. I'm very glad that this doesn't reset.
Oh, I'm real glad it doesn't reset. All right, I got this.
Yeah, same. Yeah, my mind is unraveling for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're amongst friends. But we really need to get that shield down, or we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm in there. Dang it.
Yeah. The shield is like trying to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
There's just so many ads in there.
Well, that's the thing. That's the
Yeah.
reason. All right. Oh wow, it's not even sparking. Okay. All right.
I tried. Screw it.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna run in there and I'm gonna throw a rocket launcher.
All right. Hold on. There you go. And
How about this?
How about that?
Done.
All right. Got 2 of them.
And there is a champion in here.
And he's
Centurion's
down.
already-
And he's down. He's down. Chaos reach around, baby. Chaos reach around for the win.
I respect a commander.
And up and down.
That's easy to say.
Woof.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't
All right.
even know anymore.
Listen
what-
to Osiris end title.
Then let's head out.
There's nothing wrong with
Let's head out.
Maybe take it to the helm.
We're taking us to
The
Helm.
Cabal were that clever.
That will never
Ugh.
happen. The Cabal have honor.
It's grueling, but you know what?
Die than
That's
surrender.
really fun.
I admire that.
Ugh, we crushed it. That's what we did.
We did crush it, actually. All right. Oh, you need to get us out of matchmaking, and if we happen to get thrown into another one, just going ahead and just take us out as soon as we drop in there. But yeah.
I already did.
All right.
Cool.
All right then. That's 2 charges for me. I'm pretty happy about that. And oh, I got some unclaimed challenges. Algorithmic precision. Calibrate weapons with precision. Final blows on Nessus. I'll take that.
Oh, yeah. Let me check my quests. Okay, mute Osiris. So I've got 2 charges in there. I didn't get anything else.
And let's see. No, I don't want to do that.
Oh,
I only need 11 more rocket launcher kills and I get the Code Duello.
Oh, very nice. Actually, that reminds me. I want to check and see what I've unlocked here.
Ooh.
You're kidding me, right? Ooh.
Another crack in the shield. Aren't you worried about retaliation? The data we've pulled from that prediction engine. We need to act now. That data represents possibility, not faith. We need to know more. Good, you're here. The science you broke up, Nessus, are plotting something. Help Crow investigate this further. Wait. You aren't going to tell the commander? This concerns him. He deserves to know. My hope is there won't be anything
Oh, wow.
to tell.
How's the stream going, Faint Morrow? It's going well. And thank you for that tier 1 sub for 10 months. Thank you so much, Faint Morrow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I think that's what's going on there.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so let's see what. Let's see, I've got that. So, Spence, you should have just finished the challenges thing, part 2, and now you should be on the part 3, correct? You should be able to pick that up, or have you?
I did not hear anything because I had my other set of headphones on to listen to what was going on.
Got it.
Okay, so I should be able to approach the war table, but
Is it not letting you
it's not letting me
at all?
at all.
I wonder if me and Steve being here is borking your access. So here's what I'm going to do. Going ahead and put me in charge, and then leave the fire team, and then go back into Helm, and see if that fixes it. Because I'm wondering if that's it. All right. So
Dude, I think that's it for the the proving one. I think that's we're done that quest.
You have finished that. After you do the third part of it, that's the last thing you get. That's the last quest, the last part. Now,
very cool.
Yeah. Now, so now all we do from this point on is we grind the
for enhancements.
We grind for enhancements. We grind for different things. Like if you go to the Vanguard playlist and you just hover over Battlegrounds, it'll tell you like I just picked up a tier 2 drop, and now 2 more Battlegrounds, and I can get a tier 3 drop. And that's how that works. That's how that works. Because now, I personally, we talked about this on the last podcast chat, and it's great. So the way they're doing the Battlegrounds is when you do 3, you get a tier 1 powerful drop. When you after you get that powerful drop, it'll then tell you you've got 3 out of 6, and then after you do 6, you get a powerful drop at tier 2, and then after you get your 6th, you keep going, and then it will tell you, yeah, now you're 6 out of 9, and if you do 3 more, like I do 2 more Battlegrounds, and I get a powerful gear at tier 3. And so it's an active way of just keeping you engaged with the with what you're doing, and it's great. It's fantastic. So yeah, that's where we're at right now.
I have a 1258 Umbral Engram.
Yeah.
But I can't focus it in.
Okay.
The recaster.
Now, right. So here's the thing. If
Because
you
everything
look
else
at
is 1255.
Right. The reason why you probably can't focus something, you've got the tier 1 focusing at the very top. All that costs you, Umbral Engrams, legendary shards, and that's it, except for the last two. The last two will actually cost you 1 hammer charge. Okay.
Right.
Then on the tier 2 focusing, when you unlock those things, that's going to cost you engrams, shards, and all of them cost 3 charges, 3 hammer charges. Then there's tier 3 focusing. These things are basically continuations of the stuff up top. And because if you look, you've got Far and Fatal, and then you've got another triumph called Far Flung Fatality. And it's basically like, instead of 750 kills total or whatever kills, if you look, it's like 2,100 kills, 1,200 kills, what have you. And these cost you the tier 3 ones, which will give you more like specific stuff to choose from. These things cost you Umbral Engrams, legendary shards, and 5 hammer charges. Which is why we need to make sure that you level up that hammer so that it can carry more than 3 charges. Remember when we were talking about with the Umbral Engram?
Yep.
There you go. Oh yeah,
okay.
Salitas. Yeah, you can go ahead and check that out. It is available on Spotify. It's available on Apple Podcasts. It's available wherever you find a podcast. So yeah, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, Apple Podcasts. It's there. So anyway, so that may be why you can't focus certain Umbral Engrams. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah. It's just disappointing.
Yeah, but it's also a way to keep you playing the battlegrounds. That's the thing. It is a very sneaky way to get you to play them dare battlegrounds. So yeah.
Play the damn battlegrounds there.
Dem dare battlegrounds. All right. So let's see. So that's the post box. Let me just see if there's anything in the postmaster here for me. Whew. Oh man. Yeah, those are 77s. I can dismantle those. 84, 85, 85, 87, 87. Oh wow. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
And welcome back. And welcome back. All right.
There was a lot to listen to.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I know.
Yeah, but that's the thing. See, now if I recall correctly, now you should be at part 3, correct?
Yes.
All right, perfect. We are right on track then. We are right on track. So with part 3, what happens is you are going to unlock the last battleground, okay?
Oracle.
And what was that? Yeah, the Oracle. The
Yeah.
Oracle, right. And then once you unlock that, you'll unlock that secret triumph, which says, run through all the battlegrounds, right? So, big question is, do you want to, Steve? What do you want to do? Because what we probably should focus on is getting. What we can do is we can either run, and this is what I'm thinking of doing to wrap up the last thing we do for funsies, is we can either get Spence started on part 3 for the for the quest to get the hammer up and running, or we run another Presage for secret stuff that's in here and for a reroll of the scout rifle, so that you can possibly get a better roll, that kind of thing. Plus, that's also something that helps you level up, because that's a weekly pinnacle. All right.
I totally would.
You're exhausted, aren't you?
Yeah. And I've been streaming for 5.5 hours.
All right. We can. Then you
Sorry,
know what?
dude.
No, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. then let's go on ahead and let's just return to orbit. And when we get up to orbit, we will start the great sign off. But you both of you have been streaming like maniacs today. It's great. It's great to hear.
It's been good. It's been a good day.
Yeah, it has been a good day.
I'm lucky I didn't have to do tech for any of it.
All right, Steve. Well, listen, you take it easy, and Spence, you take it easy as well. Been a pleasure having you two here, and as always, Steve, well done. Hopefully that gave you another kick in the pants in the right direction. But as you know, Steve, the way we're going to get you that title is that we just need to keep grinding the battlegrounds, and then once we grind those battlegrounds, you're gonna start unlocking more and more from the war table, and then that's gonna start. You're gonna start seeing those challenges start popping off. Really start popping off. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, just call you Lee. Got it, Lee. You bet it. All right. Well, thanks everybody.
Cool.
Been a good night.
Yeah. This was
All
good.
right. All right. Then I will.
right.
All right. You get some sleep, both of you. And again, Spence, congratulations on finishing your big audio project. Steve, did you? Oh, before I forget, Steve, did you get the notification from Google for all those video clips?
Yes, I got them. Yeah.
Great. Just want to make sure. All right, and Steve, congratulations on your panel today, and yeah, it's been a good run. So I will talk to you later, okay, buddy?
Awesome. Sounds good.
All right. Good
All
night,
right.
Spence.
Take care.
And good night, Steve.
All right. Bye.
Good night.
All right. Whew! Everybody, just take a breath because man, those battlegrounds are just full on intense. And I don't know if you saw it. And Spence says, "Good night, Pip." I don't know if you saw it, chat, but I was literally 2 more rocket launcher kills away from I was 2 rocket launchers away from finishing up that one challenge. But the challenge continues in the bottom section. So I did want to say there has been a change of plans again, and I will be back tomorrow morning bright and early for the Friday fun run. I'll be doing some Ghost of Tsushima, and I do enjoy myself some Ghost of Tsushima. It's definitely a good time. I do want, before I wrap up, I'm just going to go on ahead and jump back into here. It's that's those battlegrounds are great, but whew, man, it's just those battlegrounds are something. And I know that my wife was talking to me about doing some legends. I've been going much like Steve. I've been going since 8 a.m. this morning. As you can see, I'm in the 1290s now. I ran the as I mentioned at the very beginning of the stream. I managed to get in another Deepstone Crypt run, and I'm now down to 2 challenges: Control Group and Freezing Point. Those are my last 2 challenges, and then I will get my first ever raid seal and title. And for a raid like the Deepstone Crypt, I will proudly display that. It'll go on the banner back here. And who knows, I might have to make a companion piece for this one framed Destiny pseudo shadow box, if you will, because it's kind of, they had to kind of make it almost 3-dimensional because of the artwork that I was framing. But yeah, they did a great job on it. They They being the folks at Michaels. They really just knocked it out of the park, in my opinion. Okay, 1288 for a Temptations hook. That's nice. Now, can I afford? Crossplay is coming soon, Lee. Crossplay is coming soon. And I'm telling you, if this is any indication of what's coming down the pike, I can't wait. I just feel like this season has been astounding. It has been such a good season. It really has been.
Eververse deals in all manner of goods.
All right, what do we got? Ooh, let me see. Isn't it though, Lee? Isn't it? But I'd be the first one to say I don't mind the Witch Queen season to be. I really don't mind the Witch Season Queen to be running late. I really don't. I honestly and truly
No hurry,
do not.
Guardian.
I have to get caught up and read that. I need to read the latest because I'm pretty excited about all the changes. Whew. Okay, 1283 and a 1284, and I'm pretty sure I know I've got a 1290 waiting for me over here.
Come see me again.
Welcome back.
Yeah, yeah, me too, Lee. Me too, most definitely.
Sign, please.
Okay, 88, 85, 84, 85, 85, 86, 87, 85. So I can start looking at 84s. I can drop those. I know this stuff may not be as exciting as some of the other gameplay that we've been doing. 83 with a Night Watch with Outlaw and Rampage. Oof, 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 oof. Yeah, that's got Outlaw and Rampage as well, and that's an 82. So let me do this. It's only an 83, but
Transferred.
thing is, I have to remember to use my my Night Watch. It just feels like for some reason. I mean, it really just feels like Destiny has been, especially this season. They just said gloves are off. Let's go, and I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier. And I'm really proud. I'm really proud with everything that they've had thrown at them. I mean, when you think about the fact that it has been a pandemic going on, and these guys are still producing this incredible game for us to play. I mean, wow. Wow. Thanks, guys. And that's something that I really do love about Bungie. Yeah, I know, and boy, what a weapon! What a weapon the Dead Man's Tale is! What a weapon! Okay, so let me just see here. All right, so we're going back here. Just do a quick count. 83. Yeah, I just made my helmet 1290, so I think I'm good. 83. And then 84. I could probably get rid of the 84s. Definitely rid of the 82s. And 85. 86 and 87. Alright, so let me just see here. 85, 90, 86, 83. Ooh, I need to... Sometimes they do. It's a shame. Sometimes they do. But,
Done.
yeah. Sometimes they do forget that, I think.
What?
Who is it?
Vi?
Is it Vi? Is it Vi that's making the protest?
She's saying it's late.
It's late-ish.
Not late, Vi.
It's not... Yeah, I mean, come on, Vi. Vi needs to relax. Vi needs to get off her high horse. That's Viola, everybody. I think I might have enough. Jet.
All done.
And I know that some people say, you know, it's wasting enhancement, or rather, upgrade cores.
Sure.
To upgrade your armor, but the thing is, I love my raid armor so much, chat. I love my raid armor so much. But unfortunately, I'm still 2K short. I'm still 2K short. But I have made fantastic progress. I'm very happy with this progress. Very happy. I just wonder. So that's the 1281.
I will need a schematic to read this schematic.
Well, even you know what? Even if they had said, yeah, we're sunsetting this armor, I would have been like, well, I'm keeping it because I earned it. I freaking earned it. And I will argue it. There it is. And I will argue with anybody. I think that this raid armor is probably the best armor they've ever designed. I just love it. I just love it on so many levels. On so many friggin' levels. Alright, let me just see here. Forgotten Vortex? What does it look like? I still have to do that one run, I realize. Okay. Woo! Alright, so chat, thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I really do appreciate it. Let's see who we can send the love to right now. Just see. Oh, Danfinity is up. So let's send the love to Danfinity. So Danfinity is my he is the guy that runs the current Meta clan, and he's great people. He is great people, and he is currently grinding out with Reset Boys. So let's raid this beautiful, beautiful man, Danfinity. And if you want to, if you ever want to see, if you want to take a look at some of the shenanigans that we get up to, go on ahead and visit the highlight reel, and it will access other highlight reels, including not only last week's highlight reel, but the highlight reel before that, which was Clan Night in the Deepstorm Crypt. You can check that out. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you so much for all those tips, bits, subs, hosts, and auto-hosts. Thank you for making this an incredible experience, for sharing with you my journey through Destiny. It has been an absolute blast coming to you tonight, bringing you the fun that that I enjoy with my friends in this game. So, Lee, thank you for the listen. I hope you enjoy the podcast. By all means, feel free to reach out to us if you've got comments, if you've got something you want to talk about on the podcast. Go on ahead and drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. I will be back tomorrow morning, bright and early, 8 a.m. for the Friday Fun Run, and then we will be back. Me and Pip are going to be back for Philippus Freaky Friday. It could be Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It could be Control. It could be... did it not work? Hang on a minute. It could be... it could be Control. That's what I'm going to try to push for. Alright, I have a raid in progress? Okay, that's good. It's not showing me. Anyway, we're going to go share the love to Danfinity. You all have a great night. See you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Peace.